Listen, Nick, all that negative energy that's been in the air, take it out right now.
Carr across the middle finds Renfro. They get out of there, and the ball comes. They got me down.
To me, when you look at it, it's just absolutely stacked.
Back up! Back up! Waller across.
Take a seat.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Muller.
The boy grew up.
Snap good, hold good, and victory in overtime for the Raiders.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?
Good evenings, everyone's. Good evenings, everyone's. This is your boy, Dirty Raider, in the building. For sure, we sitting in the lair, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I was bored. I said, fuck it. Let's just go live, man. It's the eve before a Hall of Fame game, and we're all sitting on edge. I know some people can't sleep. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like one of them, bro. I'm trying to calm down because I know that silver and black takes the field tomorrow, man. I'm feeling so fucking good. I'm feeling so good. But before we get into that, let's get into the chat, ladies and gentlemen, because without you, there is no show. So salute. Much love to everybody, man. For real, for real. Love you guys. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time more, man, is greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. For real, for real. I actually don't even really have a lot to talk about on this show. Really, I just want to talk about tomorrow. You know what I mean? But we also have, a show tomorrow over at Raider Allegiance, Lunatic Raider Show. We got the roundtable discussion going tomorrow. You know what I mean? We got some special guests. You know what I mean? A couple of people said maybe, you know what I mean? But there was some strong maybe. So hopefully those people show up. If those people show up, man, hey, it's gonna be an awesome fucking show. Awesome fucking show. It's really two people I've really wanted to even share a screen with or have a conversation with, man. Truthfully, and I really do hope they pop in for real, for real. What's up, son? My baby boy, Clumsy Raider. What's good with you folks? How you doing, baby boy? My little man he's watching, you know what I mean? He's about to turn 14 in 2 days. You know what I mean? My baby boy is getting old on me, man. My baby boy is getting old on me, although I got another baby boy. But this is my baby boy right here, too. You know what I mean? And he playing football, and yeah, you know what I mean. I love you, baby boy. Love you very much, man. Critique, my dude. What's good with you? Salute, my boy NorCal Jesse in the building. Salute. What's good with you, fam? Egotarian is in the building. What's good with you? My boy Robert Pena is in the building. What's good? What's good? You know what I mean? Persian, my dude. What's good with you, family? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Joe E, my guy, was good. Was good. You know what I mean? Raider Cortez was good. Was good. Hope all. Hey, he got my nephew with him too, man. You know what I mean? He got my nephew Jay with him. What's good with you, nephew? You know what I mean? Love you, man. I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? When you come out to grandma's house, man, I'll see you tomorrow. Michael, my guy, was good. Was good. Look, I had some guests lined up. One of my guests, he showed up, and then I don't know what happened. He actually even talked me into fucking doing this goddamn show. I wasn't even gonna do a show. I'm just being honest. I was sitting here writing for the Dirty Raider show, and trying to get this stuff together. And he's like, "Hey man, let's just do a show." And I was like, "Fuck it, man. All right, cool. I'll do a show." He's like, "All right, cool." And this nigga disappeared, man. Where you at? Get back over here, man. You know what I mean? Where you at, man? Slide through. But yeah, the link is in the chat, man. Hey, anybody want to pull up? Cortez, you want to pull up? Come on through. Critique, slide through. Like it's the night before the Hall of Fame game. Like it's the night before the Raiders take the field, man. Like I know y'all got something to say. You know what I mean? I know y'all got something to say. I know y'all feeling something, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know y'all feeling something. Y'all anxious like me, man. You know what I mean? And I know it's not DC4 and all of that. I get it. It is not Devontae Adams. That's cool. And Josh Jacobs, I understand, right? But it's Raider football, right? It's Raider football. It's us taking the field to destroy whoever else is on the other side of the field, man. That's got to feel good. You know what I mean? That's got to feel real good, man. You know what I mean? So I personally, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I saw that they were in Canton already, visiting the Hall of Fame. Nah, I didn't see that, Sean. I didn't see that one. We're gonna learn a lot about so we are, man. We're gonna learn a lot about these young guys tomorrow, you know what I mean? Because you really expect the you can really expect to see these guys who are on the outside bubble looking in. This is their chance to actually step up and prove that they can actually get the job done. So Bugsy, what's good, fam? Salute to you. Salute to you. So it's gonna be really fun to see exactly what's going on, what takes place, how they react. You know what I mean? Just this is gonna be an overall blast, man. I honestly believe it's gonna be an overall blast. I think you'll see a lot of Chase Garbers. Before I get into it, hey, thanks, Sean. I got it right here, Sean. I'm gonna email it and then I'll play it on here. Before I get into any more feelings about what's going on tomorrow, I got two special guests I want to bring in real quick. I'm first one I'll pull up. This is my brother. This is my homie. This is my friend. This is my ace Boom Coon. He is one of the people scheduled for the panel tomorrow. Over at Raider Allegiance Roundtable before the game. I guarantee you this is a roundtable you're not going to want to miss. I'm telling you right now, this is a roundtable you're not going to want to miss, man. You're gonna want to tune into this. I think this is probably one of the most epic roundtables I've ever seen really put together. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? From my standpoint, you know what I mean? I feel like this is one of the most epic roundtables put together, and I'm really going to enjoy this. I mean, really wish there could be some other people there, but unfortunately, their hands were tied. They had things to do. But the people who could make it, I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy this. But getting back to who I'm getting ready to bring out, you know what I mean, from the best state, you know what I mean, in America, the West Coast, now living in a subpar state, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, an old school cat, a dude who's been rocking for years. And if you're not subscribed, you guys are tripping. You need to go over there and run my family's numbers up, man. My boy, Mr. Raider Critique. What's up, Critique?
What's going on, man? How are y'all doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Shit.
How you doing?
Are you ready? Because I know I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, man. I can't wait to do all this. I can't wait to watch this game. I don't care if it is third stringers or not. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. And my other special guest backstage right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring out real quick while we wait on our boy Raider Critique to get back. This guy is a guy, I don't know him in person. I'm pretty sure eventually I'll get a chance to meet him actually in person, but I've enjoyed the conversations. I enjoy his opinion when he comes through. Very knowledgeable and a good friend. You know what I mean? I ain't never heard nothing really bad about this dude, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. I'm sure he ain't got shit bad to say about me. My boy, Mr. Raider Cortez. What's up, Cortez?
What's up, guys? I started my Raider channel.
Did you
I
now?
got a YouTube. Yep. I already had 2 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you on IG, Dirty.
Yeah, send it to me on IG, man. I'll subscribe.
Yep.
And,
What's up, Raider Critique?
What's going on, man? Sorry about the
Nothing
delay,
much.
man. My daughter wanted my guitar.
No, bro, it's all good. It's all good.
Let her sit there and look at it for a minute, but then she got to bring it back. So, are y'all ready,
Excited for
man?
tomorrow. Yep. Excited.
Man, me too. I don't care if it's third stringers or not. I don't even really care if we win. This is going to be the first side of football since the USFL. And USFL was hard to watch, bro.
Yep.
But it was football.
And it's Josh McDaniels home too.
Yep. The high school field he played on. Yep. Real quick, got one more guest backstage. This is a guy I started off rocking with. You know what I mean? We used to kill the late night. You know what I mean? We used to bring y'all some fire shows. He's now over there doing his own thing. You know what I mean? He's steadily climbing. He's getting to where he wanted to be and exceeding that. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the one of the beat making extraordinaires for Raider Nation, Mr. Avocado Gang himself. Sultan, what's up, Sultan?
What's good, my
What's
brother?
good,
Dirty.
Sultan?
Cortez, Critique, what's good?
What's good?
What's
Nothing
going
much.
on,
Just
bro?
can't wait, bro.
I feel you, dog. I'm excited, man. I'm just
Yeah.
over here doing laundry. I just cut my hair and shit. I'm in my PJs and shit, so I'm gonna be calmed down tonight and shit. So
Yeah, you all good, man.
yeah.
Man, I have been such in anticipation. I went and downloaded a 2K mod, 2K23. It's on the the ESPN NFL 2K5 engine, and fucking dude, it's mint. It looks good, it plays good, and it's not motherfucking Madden. So I just spanked up on the computer for my first video of that on my gaming channel, which is Abacab Classic Gaming. I'll drop that. I actually was already dropping it in the chat, so if anybody wants to check that out. But yeah, that's what's up.
You were playing what? Madden 16, right?
Nah, bro, I was paying.
The one that you dropped in Discord?
Yeah, ESPN 2K25 or
Yeah.
23.
Okay,
It-
for sure.
It's dope as shit, bro. It is. It's good. It's made by a dude named Lost Soul and a whole bunch of others.
It ain't Madden. Goddamn 2K. It ain't Madden.
Yeah, Madden sucks, bro.
Madden is the only football game that's worth playing.
Hey, not after you play that 2K, bro. You'll change your mind.
You ain't never gonna get me to change my mind about Madden. John Madden football? Never. I'm always gonna rock Madden.
Shit,
Bro,
that
Madden
taught us,
ain't
that
been
taught a lot
relevant
of us
since
as
08.
kids how to know about the X's and O's and shit. To be
Well,
honest,
yeah, but I
Pattern
mean,
was the man.
but when you running down the football field by yourself, and the motherfucker drops the ball by himself,
You press the wrong
you
button.
know what I'm saying?
yeah, they do have some glitches over. Yeah.
You press the
And then
wrong button.
not only that, but I mean, you watch Raider Ben play it too, right? And he runs the same money route going up and across the damn field on a post, and he's wide open every time. You know what I mean? It's just it's the bullshit money routes. It doesn't simulate football like it should, especially now that all they do is push Ultimate Team. And Ultimate Team's fucking trash. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, baby boy, I'm glad you put in one time. I'm glad you put in the one time. Because the following game, you got your ass spanked badly. You caught Pops while I was waking up. And then when I finally woke up, you got spanked badly. Made you put down the controller. I made you put down the controller.
Hey, I remember like the last relevant Madden fucking memory I have is my homeboy Marvin wanted to play me. And I mean, this was back in the day, man. This was like like Madden 20, you know, the one where you could actually play as fucking like 3 people on one team and shit online. It was fucking badass like that. But you know, we just did 1-on-1. And bro, I torched him for so many yards. He was a Cowboys fan. I torched him so fucking bad, dude. And
Bro.
he literally stopped playing the game after that. Wouldn't pick it up again.
I'm telling you, we used to create players, bro. We used to create players, man. Especially like basketball,
Yep.
football. We used to create players, man. I used to create a quarterback. You know what I mean? I used to create a quarterback, bro. And this is way before I had my son, right? This is way before I had my son. All the characters that I ever created for either basketball, football, hockey, whatever sport we was playing, baseball, you know, you always create a character, right?
Right.
My character's name was Jordan Parker.
Yep.
That was always my character's name. Jordan Parker was always my character's name. And that's my son's name now.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey,
what's
hell
up,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah. That's just cool.
But yeah, that guy, that character in the basketball, he still owns the record 215 points in the game. Did all the scoring. Did all the
It's a
scoring.
lot. Oh,
See, I thought it was cool when 2K started doing like the My Player. You know what I mean? Like back in, I
Yeah.
think that was 2K11 is when they started doing that, right? Was it 2K11? But then they
Yeah.
started glitching it out. Next thing you know, you started seeing like 500-foot tall Michael Jordans, like all that crazy shit.
Hey, you guys remember the NFL Blitz? That shit was my shit, bro. Like early
I still play
2000s.
it.
Yep, I remember that.
I remember
64.
NFL Game Day by 989 Sports.
Yep.
Yep, I remember that one too.
See, I fuck
Yeah.
with all the old emulators.
There was like a
and
cheat
shit and all
code
the
where you
old,
could play with a horse head or some shit in Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
yeah.
Yep. That shit's hilarious.
All right, so Anthony Estrada has a question. Critique, we're gonna start with you. Score prediction for tomorrow.
Score prediction for tomorrow: 14-10. I'll say
14-10.
Raiders.
Okay. Sultan, they want to know your prediction for tomorrow.
I'm gonna go 21-13 Raiders.
21-13. Okay. Cortez, what you got?
17-3.
17-3.
Yep.
Okay. Cool deal. Not bad scores. Told y'all yesterday. I got 45-12.
Damn.
Woo!
God
damn.
Damn,
Chase
that's
Garber,
a blowout.
Chase Garber gonna ball out.
That's-
Chase Garber.
Chase
Yeah.
Garbers is
Full
gonna
score.
ball out tomorrow, bro.
That's a
Chase
fucking shellacking.
Garber's gonna light the fire. You know what Chase Garbers is gonna do? He's gonna do the same thing DC4 did. He gonna come in and light it. And people like, oh, and then he gonna come in and just people like, oh shit, Chase Garbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were right on the money with that one, Dirty, when you said Stidham's gonna be a coach. I think essentially, eventually, like when this starts, I think he's gonna, you know what I mean? Because I don't see him on the roster, but I think he's gonna be a coach of some sort. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
good point.
I don't know. How many interceptions do you guys think that Stidham will throw tomorrow?
Shit.
Oh, we don't want to go there.
Hopefully,
All
they
right,
don't
hey,
do that in the
hey,
game, though, bro.
hey,
You know what I mean?
Hey, Dirty, show it up there, man. If
What?
whoever gets the closest, bro, I'll send this to you. I'm saying 3.
So
I'm saying 3 picks.
we only did that for one person last time, right?
Yes, we did, and we
Yeah.
still got to get it to him.
I have a point.
We need his address.
I got his
Who was
address.
it? Did you
Actually,
get
the
it?
person we did it for didn't win, but somebody else hit it directly on the point. Like
Oh,
was
like right
was
on the money.
right on the money on both sides. It was on the money. That's my boy NorCal Jesse.
NorCal. Hey, NorCal, you got my IG, man. Hit me up on IG. Send me your address. I'll get you one of these coins, and I'll get it out here to you within the next 3 days.
Milka Breezy says Stidham throwing his pick 6 tomorrow. God damn.
Hey, so I was asked, hey,
Oh.
Purple and Gold Raider. So yes, I will be on tomorrow, but not here. I won't be here. I will be over at Raider Allegiance Roundtable. I'll be co-hosting with Lunatic Raider over there. We have Fatigue on the panel. We have Dirty Low is on the panel. Raider Gabe, SC Experience, Phil Robinson, Raider Ben, and we have 3 other guests that are 50-50. So we haven't really said anything, but I'm telling you, you know what I mean? These guys right here. Well, I mean, one of them he good, but 2 of these guys, you know what I mean, I've been wanting to talk to for a very long time. Fatigue knows probably both of them, you know what I mean? But these are 2 guys that I've really wanted to talk to and share a screen and have a conversation with for an extremely long time, man. I've been watching both of them for, bro, I don't know how long, bro, honestly. You know what I mean? I don't know how long it's been, but yeah, if they show up, man, I'm gonna love it to death, bro. But either way it goes, man, it's gonna be one of the best roundtables, you know what I mean, that you've seen, you know what I mean, on YouTube, especially, you know, before a Raider game. I know it hasn't been a lot, but there's been enough to where you can say, hey, this one is gonna be in the top. It's gonna be one of the best ones you've seen. Because it involves me. I mean, fuck, it involves me and Raider Lunatic, and man, it just involves everybody, man. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Yep. We finally get to see our team, man.
Yeah.
We finally get to see them play. After all the speculation, we are here finally. After this terrible fucking year, man. You know, from catching COVID to all this bullshit, man. I am due for some fucking football. I know the rest of you are too. Let's give it one good time. Raiders! And we actually get to
and then I'll
watch
be here
ourselves
after.
play.
I'll be here after the game, in the late night, like I always am. You know what I mean? So I will be on after the game here, but before the game, I will be over at Raider Allegiance Roundtable, hosted by Raider Lunatic Raider, and co-hosted by me, Dirty Raider, and some special guests. But you should enjoy it. You should love it. You know what I mean? I know I am.
Not yet, Michael.
But so we got the score predictions out the way, right?
Who
do you guys see shining tomorrow? Give me 3 players you think will make will stand out tomorrow.
You want to go around the panel?
Yeah, start with you.
All right, for sure. Yeah. So my guy I'm looking at is obviously gonna be Neil Farrell, Matthew Butler, and also Bryce Cosby. I'm excited to see what these guys are gonna look like tomorrow.
Oh, you want to see some Bryce?
Bryce Cosby. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
He plays that. You know what I'm saying? He's a dual threat. He can play safety. He can play a slot corner. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do.
Okay. All right. I like those three names, man. That's three good names. You picked all three defensive guys, though. So nobody on the offensive side.
On the offensive side, shit. I mean, what we looking at? Amir Abdullah, fucking.
Do you think he plays?
I think
huh?
it's gonna be Britain Brown, Amir Abdullah running for us tomorrow. And I heard, I don't know, this is just what I heard. There's a good possibility that Drake is gonna play. I doubt it though, but that's what I heard. But you know what I mean?
Drake, nah. Zamir White, maybe. I can see Zamir, but not Drake.
Yeah.
You think they would put him out there that early?
That's what I heard. I think it's bullshit, but you know, whatever. Motherfuckers be sending me bullshit all the time. You know what I mean? So
I would hope not, man. I would hope that they don't put him out there on the field that early.
Yeah.
You know, he's a vet. He ain't got nothing to prove.
No, but I think the reason why I stuck to three different defensive players was because, you know, I think that's one of the – I think I seen Honcho came out with a video about that too. It's like that's one of the concerns right now is defense and availability and all that shit. So we want to see what our young guys on defense are going to do, and that's going to add some more depth to the defense. You know what I'm saying? What they're going to look like tomorrow. And I think that's why I'm most excited about it. And I'm also a defensive player too. I like defense, so you know what I mean.
Okay, for sure. Cortez, what you got, man? What three players you got standing out?
Kuntz, Garbers, and Bam.
Who was the first one?
Kuntz, Malcolm.
Oh, okay. Malcolm Kuntz.
Yep.
All right. And then you said Chase Garbers, and what was the last one?
Bam.
Bam. Oh, the lineman.
Yeah. I want to see what he has. How raw talent or see how raw he is or what he needs to improve on.
Okay. All right. I like those names. What do you see coming from Chase Garbers? What are your expectations from Chase Garbers tomorrow?
Should just lead us to victory.
Okay.
No
No specific numbers. Like you think
3
are there a certain amount of
a touchdown. Give us 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown?
Yep.
Throwing or running?
Throwing.
Okay. All right.
Or either one. Running or throwing. Either one.
Fatigue, what you got, my brother?
I'm gonna say Dylan Parham.
Okay.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
And probably on the I'm gonna say Chase Garbers goes 17 to 36, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick for 236 yards.
Nice.
The California Bear right there.
On defense, well, yeah, but he's playing against third and fourth string. He should light them up if he's any good.
Yeah.
You know, depending on if, you know, I mean, especially with what we have for backup wide receivers, we're going to have Tyron Johnson out there, I'm assuming. Dudes like Keelan Cole, you know, I
don't think Keelan Cole plays tomorrow.
You don't think so? You think he's going to wind up being our number 2?
I think he's far enough in the depth. I think he's up high enough in the depth chart to not have to play tomorrow.
I mean,
I don't think you see any second stringers.
Let's be real. We're probably going to see some guys that we're not even going to fucking even know who they are by the time preseason's done. They'll be cut and gone.
That's what you're probably going to see tomorrow.
Yeah. We're probably not going to see, like,
this is their dress rehearsal to a dress rehearsal. You know what I mean? That extra game that these rookies are getting. This they dress rehearsal to the dress rehearsal. Because come next week, after next week's game, bro, it's cut time. It's cut time. You know what I mean? First round of cuts.
Is it to like 80 players?
Huh?
Is it to like 80 players or?
Yeah, you got to send 12 home, I believe.
And on the defensive side of the ball, I probably would also say Tyree Gillespie.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got Chase Garbers, and I got Chase Garbers, and I got Chase going for 326 yards. I got him throwing 3 touchdowns, and I got him running for 1. And I think he goes 20 for 30. I want to say 22 for 30. You know what I mean? I think he goes 22 for 30.
Damn.
Yeah. So I got him, and then I kind of low key want to see Alex Leatherwood. Play tomorrow, and I also want to see probably Darian Butler. I want to see what Darian Butler is all about as well. You know what I mean? Those are 3 players that I'm really looking forward to seeing. But I also want to see Hall. I want to see if Hall plays tomorrow as well, and I want to see what he does. You know, so. But yeah, those are my 3 players. But I got Chase Garbers playing tomorrow and balling out. And if Chase doesn't play tomorrow, that means he's already made it to second string.
Yep.
Straight facts.
I like what Critique said about Parham though, and I should have probably mentioned that too, because I have that actually written down. Because tomorrow we're doing a watch party over there on my channel and shit like that. But so one of the things I wanted to talk about too for Dylan Parham is definitely going to be interesting. He's got to earn his job, right? Like John Simpson right now is settled at that left guard position, and so right now, if Dylan Parham really wants to play on this team this year, he's gonna have to ball out. This whole preseason, not just this game, but this whole preseason. So he's gonna have to step up. So that's one of the guys that definitely go out there and look for on the field, man, for sure.
Hey, Cam Graham, Graham Cam, my bad, Graham Cam, man. I watched this dude's tape. This dude's fire, bro. This dude is fire, bro. That's why I want to see what he does tomorrow. You know what I mean? If he's like Critique said, if he's really any good, performing against 3rd and 4th stringers should be a breeze. You know what I mean? If a player is truly any good, they really will separate themselves from everyone else on the field of the same caliber, supposed same caliber. You know what I mean? So
that's how Nate Hobbs got his job, man. I mean, that motherfucker, he had 2 interceptions, a strip sack. You know what I mean? He earned his job. You know what I mean? And he's been consistent all last year. I think he went all rookie team with PFF, him and Trayvon Merrick. And now he's looking like one of our starters right now on this team. You know what I mean? The interesting thing is whether he's going to play on the outside, whether he's going to play on the inside, the way they have him listed. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure. Hold on 1 second, man. I got to make a.
Sultan, did you see today what Hunter Renfrow did with the Uber driver? Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah, so I think Sean Johnson sent me that. Yeah,
that was hilarious. They were going to Top Golf. They were gonna go play golf.
Yeah.
And Renfrow got the wrong freaking Uber. Freaking.
But yeah, man, fucking, I'm stoked right now, dog. There's a few rooms right now battling it out right now.
Darren
you know
Butler's another player that I want to see too.
The QB battle is going to be interesting with Chase Garber, Stidham, and Nick Mullins. Is Nick Mullins going to be in there? Because I mean, he's a vet, right? So that's a good question. Jags QB though is going to be a 3rd stringer, so their first stringer and their 2nd stringer are not going to be playing. So they're going to have their 3rd string guy in there and their 4th string guy in there. So
and their 4th string used to play with us last year. He was on our team last year.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Who's that?
Kyle Slaughter. I think that's
Slaughter.
what it's-
Slaughter. Yeah.
Yep,
That's right.
yep,
That's right.
yep.
Sounds
so-
familiar.
So
Yep.
another thing too is you got to watch out for is Tyron Johnson, because the way they got him listed on the depth chart, he's definitely going to be somebody to watch out for, especially what he's been doing in camp. And he might be able to earn his opportunity in the regular season on this roster if he balls out this, you know what I'm saying, during this whole preseason. So Tyron Johnson's another one I would look out for. And like I said earlier, the DTs, Neil Farrell, Matthew Butler, those guys, but if they want to jump up behind Bilal Nichols at that second string spot, because you got Kyle Pecco and these guys ahead of him. And I don't really know if I feel too comfortable with that, because I feel like athletically, I think Neil Farrell and Matthew Butler are just better than Kyle Pecco and these guys. So if they ball out, they could jump ahead of these guys and be behind Bilal Nichols at the second string. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of rooms, dog. You have the Darian Butler, the linebacker room. Keep an eye on him as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Parham as well. He has to sneak up past John Simpson. You know what I'm saying? So,
Let's not forget about Munford too. Our Munford too. See what?
Yeah, Thayer
Well,
Mumford.
yeah, because Thayer Mumford, you really want to kind of see how much of a project he really is. You know what I mean? Because we all understand that Thayer Mumford is a project. He's not a starting caliber right now. You know what I mean? He still needs a little bit of improvement. But this is one of the games where you want to see how much improvement does he really need. You know what I mean? Because like you said, T, if you're any good, you will separate yourself from everyone else on the field. This is that time. I'm not looking at any superstars on the field. I'm looking at everybody that is supposedly the same caliber player, right? So all I'm looking to see is who is going to separate themselves from the boys from the men. You know what I mean? The men from the boys. Who's gonna step up and be the man? Who's gonna stay back and be the boys? You know what I mean? That's what I'm anxious to see tomorrow, and that's from anybody. But Munford, when you speak of Munford, bro, I really want to just see how much of a project he really is, because I watched this tape and he's not ready. You know what I mean?
I think that's a good assumption, man, because I really would like to see what he can do, but how much of a project is he is a real good question to answer. You know, and we'll see tomorrow, because he's probably going to get a lot of playing time. And I'll tell you what, that position right there is all up in the air. I think we've got Illuminor still, and I don't even think we'd move Illuminor outside, but we'd probably have to move Parham outside if Leatherwood can't take it. Then we have Brandon Parker, and then we've got this other guy right here that you guys are, Thayer Mumford. So I mean,
left tackle.
he's at left. Hey, but it's gonna be tough for Thayer though, because you got to jump past Leatherwood and Parker. That's gonna be a tough task for him. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely. And that's like, I'm hoping Leatherwood is actually improved at the position to where he could be there. But from all the reports that I was hearing about how Parker was taking most of the first team reps does not make me very optimistic.
Man,
I'm hoping too. There's that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Amik and Darius Phillips start? Because these guys are like the fifth and sixth corners, right? You know what I'm saying? So they're not. It's not like they're starters, but at the same time, maybe this is an opportunity for them to shine as well, and maybe move up the ranks just in case Mullen don't come back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so listed on the depth chart, what's his name was listed as number 3.
Amik,
the guy you just said, Amik Robertson.
Yeah,
He was listed as the number 3 corner. So yeah, he was. And I do believe that's because Trayvon Mullen is out. But, you know, he also could be up in his game too, man. That was probably one of the most surprising pieces I saw about the depth chart yesterday. Was Amik Robertson being high. 4? Trayvon LeBlanc is number 4.
You know, what was most surprising for me last night when we did the depth chart was actually the DT room, because when you got Kyle Pecco and shit ahead of Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell, and you got these guys all the way back at 4th string, I'm like, man, it just don't even feel right to me, because I project these guys to be ahead of them, and like you know what I mean. So especially with like Gary Green, you know what I'm saying, and he's all the way up there on the roster as well. Like that shit was
Hey,
shocking.
Sultan.
Yeah,
Loon got a question. He
Yeah, for sure.
he having a problem. He trying to log in, but it says the browser has blocked your mic and your camera. You know what I mean? He want to know how you fix that.
Oh, it was doing the same thing for me. What I
You
just
guys
did,
must
I
be
don't know,
using
I got-
voice meter, huh?
Yeah, so
Yep.
I just did the same thing for me. That's why I left Dirty when I pulled in.
Yeah.
What I did was I unplugged my microphone and I closed out Voice Meter Banana. This is what I use. It's like an audio interface, and then I opened it back up, and then I chose my microphone and all that good shit, and then I jumped back in, and it was working.
All right.
So if
I
you
had
use
to
a Voice Meter,
Hey,
then
Loon, if you listening, he just told you.
Yo, I had to reset all mine too, and that was just to do the Raider critique that I did a couple nights ago. And that's because it was echoing and doing all kinds of crazy shit. Voice Meter Banana is free, but it's got its hiccups, man. So you
why are you guys on Banana Republic?
Well, it makes the microphone sound better.
No,
You
it's
know
an
what I mean?
audio interface where you can channel your different like audios. So, for example, I got my Chrome audio to another hard drive and a drive on there, and I got my microphone to another hard drive, and then I got my my media player and shit like that on another. So I'm splitting audios from different things, and it's better for live streams that way.
Do you have a bad sound card in your laptop or something?
No,
Well, I run a desktop, and the reason why I do it is to where I can have the background music over like in the background while I'm speaking over the top of it. I use Voice Meter Banana for that to actually include audio into my show while I'm speaking.
Okay.
You know what I
StreamYard
mean?
has that now too.
Yeah, which is badass, right? I mean, you guys only pay $20 a month, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
25.
OBS is fucking free, so I use that.
I hear you.
You know
I
what
definitely
mean?
hear you. I definitely hear you.
Hey, it's a
But
pain
that
in the
shit takes a
fucking
lot
ass,
of
though.
power out of your computer.
Yep,
Well,
it is a pain in the ass to run OBS.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of fucking steps you have to do, and then you have to remember it. So if you smoke bud, it's really fucking hard to remember.
You gotta have
You
it
know
written
what I mean?
down in front of you, like, oh yeah, step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, I will write shit down. Like, look, I got a fucking pamphlet right here in front of me. I will write shit down. Like, okay, this is where my hotkeys are. This is where I got to shift from scene to scene. This is where I got to do this. This is where I got to fucking do that. Yeah, exactly.
That's the
You know what I
trip,
mean?
bro.
It's-
I be doing the same shit, dirty too, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I go on a live, dog. I smoke and I forget shit, dude. Like I really will, bro.
And you know the crazy thing about it, see, like y'all who don't do YouTube well, now you're privy to some information that really goes on. Every YouTuber has got a fucking pad of paper in front of them because they have to write shit down because they can't remember shit.
Yeah.
So when don't think that we just jump on camera and we're just spitting off fucking stats and doing that. Some of that shit takes hours of fucking research.
It's hard, yo.
Yeah.
Hours
Bro,
of research.
I can go back and tell y'all. Remember when we did the night of the Raiders the GOATs team for the Raiders? I have that written down right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it written right here. Like we sit here, we write all of this stuff, man. Like we're continuously jotting, even when we're watching, like, you know what I mean, like Raider
Other
press.
people's lives. You know,
I'm not so much other people's lives. I'm usually doing something else when I'm watching somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm usually working on something or doing something around here. I'm just listening. You know what I mean? But like if I'm watching a presser, oh, my notebook, my pen is out. Oh, what? Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Lunatic said it was his voice mod. See? Yep.
yeah.
Shout out to Problem and Michael Guerrero. All eyes on G.
What up, Problem? What's good with you, man?
yeah, what's good, man? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah,
He'll be
man.
back.
Where you been,
He's
man?
been busy working, dog. Problem, but he'll be back during the regular season.
Hey,
I
where
chop it
you
up
been,
there.
man?
Hey, if you're gonna take time off, it might as well be the motherfucking off season because that's when nothing's going on. I don't know about how y'all feel about baseball. I love baseball. I love playing it. Can't watch it. I'll fall the fuck asleep. You know what I mean?
Boringest game on TV, bro. It's boring.
But yeah, it's. I'm really waiting for like the Futurama shit to happen with that sport, where that shit fucking gets attached to a rubber band and it shoots back and hits the motherfuckers in the head. You know, I mean, just
San Francisco
to make,
next Friday. I'm going
just
to a
make-
Giants game next Friday.
How much are you pay? How much did you pay for those tickets?
90 each.
90
So-
each.
Man,
must
I want
be
to
winning
see.
this year.
I want to see the hologram rings out in the outfield, and he got to hit it through a ring. And if it goes through the ring, everybody in the stadium gets a free baseball hat or some shit like that, man. Like, I want to see
It's
something
like the
wild, crazy.
left field area. We're over there in left field, like 133 or 131 section.
That's what's up, man. I heard A's games are really cheap to go to now. Like really cheap to go to, and nobody shows up. Somebody was telling me that their last game they played, they had like 14 people in the stands. That's sad for an A's fan, man. I'm a fucking Oakland Athletics fan. It's pretty fucking sad.
Hey, Great Southern Trend Kill. I've never seen you before, but salute to you, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. You know what I mean? He says hockey after football. What does that mean? Like
he watches hockey after football.
Oh, okay.
More than likely.
Yeah,
That's
more
what I'm
than
catching
like,
from
that's
it.
what I'm thinking. Like, it's football, then hockey, then everything else is kind of boring at that point. But hockey, I love the fact that they let them fight, bro.
Exactly, and it's only
That's
a 5-minute
amazing.
penalty.
Time that I like watching when they fight. That's like the only best part. And all
That's great.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
great.
you see dudes
Really.
just like catch good ones, man, and get knocked the fuck out right there on the ice.
Bro, I saw a good fight the other day on in a hockey game. Dude served him something swell, bro. It was like a 5-piece, bro. He caught dude slipping and he just stepped back and was like black, 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 black. And then you see dude come up off the skates and go, oh, I was like,
That was hilarious. Oh shit.
I was like, oh, he got served on the ice, bro. Can't lose your balance, man. That's the number one rule. You can't lose your balance.
Besides football, you know, there is no other sport that literally gives you blades on your feet. You can move up to 60 miles an hour and they arm you with a stick. I mean,
and there's a
that's
little,
a fucking
period where
sport,
you
dude.
can fight too. There's a little period where you can fight. You just go to the
Now,
box afterwards.
What do you mean
I
I can
have with the
stick
game,
check people?
only problem I have with the game is the puck is black. And I'm not appreciative of the puck being black. I'm just slapping the black puck around like that, man.
They
yo,
could
Paul,
change the color of it.
Man, it's racial, man.
Hey,
It's racial.
Paul, send me this
Hey.
picture. He's at In-N-Out. There's a big ass Cowboys bus out there.
Hey, but that puck does get its revenge. Have you seen the way those fucking
Hey.
hockey players look? They ain't got no fucking teeth. They're fucking getting hit in the face with a puck.
Hey, that's either getting hit in the
Like,
face with the puck or getting your ass
They
knocked
got,
out.
like 3 teeth.
But man, they get cross-checked. You know what I mean? All of that, bro. Like, that's a physical game, bro. It's football on ice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is football on ice. You know what I mean?
I would
Just
say
a
more along the
smaller-
lines of rugby. It reminds me more of rugby on ice.
rugby on ice. There you go. My bad.
Yeah.
Rugby on ice. That's what rugby on ice, man. Or no, it's lacrosse on ice.
Lacrosse on ice.
It's lacrosse on ice.
Yeah, where contact is legal.
Yeah.
You taking them into the wall is encouraged. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck
Lacrosse
yeah,
on
dude.
ice. Yeah.
Fighting is encouraged. Shit, that's crazy.
Fighting is encouraged.
Yep.
Whatever you do, just win. That's our
Hey.
motto anyway.
Just knock the person out.
And people laugh at people when they say, "Oh, I played lacrosse in high school," right? Or something like that. They be like, "Oh man, you play lacrosse? Obviously, you ain't never seen a lacrosse game, man, because
Yeah,
them
that's
motherfuckers
tough.
get hit, bro.
Yeah.
They be
Don't
getting
fuck.
crushed,
That's crazy how they play that.
man.
There's such thing as hitting a defenseless receiver in that sport. So you just could get cleaned the fuck out, not paying attention by somebody who runs across the field top speed and cleans you the fuck out. You know, I mean, and there's no fucking rule against it.
What is the 3 most boringest sports in the world? We'll start with
NASCAR.
Cortez. We'll start with Cortez this time.
NASCAR.
Huh? We can't hear you.
NASCAR.
NASCAR? Okay. What else?
Tennis.
What?
Tennis.
Yep. Tennis. Okay. And your microphone, it sounds like you really, really far away.
What about now?
Slightly better.
No.
No, worse.
No, worse.
We go to Sultan. Sultan, what's your 3 most boringest sports in the world, man?
I'm gonna have to go with NASCAR. I know you're gonna hate me for this, Dirty. I'm gonna have to go with golf, and then tennis. Probably, I'm gonna go with tennis.
I'm only talking about sports to watch. You know what I mean? I understand golf is boring to watch. It is, but it's not to play. You know what I mean? But it is a boring sport to watch. I won't fight you on that. It is a
I tried watching Tiger Woods and shit. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. But if you play, it's different if you play. You know what I mean? So watching is not boring to you if you actually play. And if you actually play the game, then the game of golf is not boring when you're playing it. But watching it on television and you have no interest in it, it is boring as shit. I can't even lie about that. Hey, Westside, I sent you the link on IG, man. Why you in the chat, bro? You want to pull up? You want
Big Earn was good. Was good.
So you said NASCAR, golf, and what?
And tennis.
Tennis. Okay. What about you, Katik?
Man, there's a few of them that I would definitely pick on there. To watch, my number one boring sport to watch is baseball. Let's see. Definitely fucking NASCAR. I can't watch people go around in circles over and over and over again. That shit doesn't get interesting until like the last 5 laps. And unless accidents happen, accidents are kind of cool. Let's see, man. Boring sports. Frisbee golf. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Frisbee golf.
I can't watch that either, man.
That shit's boring.
Man, I can't play. I can't watch that shit.
What the fuck is that? Frisbee golf. What is that?
Frisbee golf, bro.
They use frisbees instead of golf balls and golf clubs.
Yeah.
And there's
frisbees.
Now
I will give them this.
At like a target on the green, which is like
that
this
shit
big ass
sounds dry as hell.
Hey, now look.
Some people are good at it, dude.
I'll tell you this.
I ain't gonna knock them, but it's boring to watch.
I saw this one throw of a frisbee golf, and frisbee golf, bro. This shit was fucking amazing, bro. It went and look at T, because you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
How they make it curve.
Yeah, my homeboy does it, man. It's like that's his thing. That's what he does.
He threw it, Critique, bro. He threw it. It curved around the tree. It came back around and curved the other tree and went in from 220 yards out.
No shit.
No shit, bro.
That's fucking awesome.
I was like, damn. But it's still a fucking boring ass sport. Real quick before I get into my before I get into my 3 and we finish out, ladies and gentlemen, I got another motherfucking special guest, you know what I mean, that I want to bring in real quick. I'm just gonna do this, man.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?
Nice. What's good?
What's up, brother?
What's the deal, yo?
You got everything situated, got it worked out.
I hope so, but my mic ain't like where I want it.
Yeah, you sound like you in the studio.
Yeah, that's what that shit does.
Yeah, like a PA speaker or some shit.
Yeah, that's that voice mod shit.
Sounds good now, though.
Well, I
You
hope
all right,
so.
though? Hey, you sound clear.
Well,
We can hear you. Fuck it.
Cheers. Cheers to that shit then, motherfuckers.
I can hear you, brother.
Yes, indeedy.
Hey, so before I get into mine, I'm gonna ask you. You just pulled in your 3 worst sports to watch, bro.
Oh shit, my 3 worst. Ooh. Let's see. The 3 worst sports. Motherfucking damn. That's a good one because all the sports that's out there.
That's how I felt too.
I don't know because like there's some sports that like before I started watching it, I was like, I'm good. But when you watch the shit, or if you go to a live game, that's a difference. A live game.
No,
like
we mean watch on TV at home. Watch.
Shit, I don't watch the shit if the motherfucker's trash. So I mean, I watch baseball, but only if baseball's in like postseason. When there's more, you know what I mean? Same thing with hockey.
Matter.
I don't watch hockey during the regular season. Postseason, if somebody from the West Coast is in it, from the LA Kings, the Vegas Golden Knights, or the San Jose Sharks, I'll fuck with it. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna watch that shit during the regular fucking season. Fuck no. It's gotta be like intense for me to watch it. Golf, certain people gotta be playing for me to watch it. Won't watch everybody. Tennis, same thing. Certain people gotta play it. Watching that back and forth shit.
Serena Williams. That's the only time I ever watched it.
Now, if old stallion ass Serena out in that motherfucker, boy, I'm gonna ride that motherfucker to the sunset. Let's go, girl, go!
Man.
Clap that ball.
Yeah.
But I'm strictly football and basketball to be UFC and boxing. I fuck with that too.
Yeah,
but there's nothing else that I like my TV turns to.
Hey, boxing changed though.
Yeah, but there's certain boxers I like to watch, especially if they decide to put a good match together with, you know what I mean, competent contenders. But other than that,
yeah, bowling is boring.
Ah, come on, man.
Yeah, bowling's pretty fucking boring.
You'd rather bowl than watch it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
Hey,
look,
watching motherfuckers play darts.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you'd rather do. Yeah, darts is another one to watch. It's fucking boring as shit too. I didn't even think about that.
Darts is only good when you're drunk in the bar.
Hey, how about that what do they call that fucking game during the Olympics with like the big ass shuffle puck game?
Oh, I thought you talking about that thing with the stick and put it in front of that fucking
Oh, the where they brushed the ice.
Yeah.
I forgot that shit.
Curling.
Curling.
Yeah, curling.
That sport sucks.
Man.
Like, what kind of fucking sport is that? I'm not trying to hate on nobody, but I mean, if that's what the fuck you do for a living, you would be better off to go make $18 an hour at McDonald's.
Hey, let me take tennis out. I'm gonna put curling in that bitch.
Curling. For real. That shit right there. I don't know who the fuck came up with that shit.
So mine are cricket.
Somebody who was smoking some really good weed. They're like, yo, man, watch this. We're going to shoot this puck down the ice. You already know it was made by like some Norwegian because it's fucking an ice sport. You know what I mean?
No,
but slowly release it.
Have y'all ever watched how they get ready though? They be like,
no, the release kills me.
And then they slide down the ice with it, like,
and they get to brushing the ice like they sweeping the ice and shit.
I'm like, oh hell no. My 3 worst sports to watch, bro. Cricket. I cannot fucking stand cricket, bro.
Cricket.
Boring ass fucking sport to watch. Darts,
man,
is a fucking boring ass sport to fucking watch. And then the piece de resistance.
Oh shit.
The top. Fishing is a fucking boring ass sport to fucking watch, bro.
You'd rather do that shit. Yeah, for real though.
Hey, wait, darts is actually a sport on TV or what?
Yes.
No,
bro.
it is. Hey,
yes,
they got shit. Have you seen the shit on ESPN, the tag?
Nah, I ain't
Fucking
even seen that shit
dude,
like that.
they got tag as a fucking sport
These are all sports that come on. They're on
on
ESPN.
TV.
You know what I mean?
Come
Late
on,
night on the
That's a
bro. But these are
tag.
sports that come on.
one-on-one
bro, and
tag.
Fishing is a boring
Yeah.
ass fucking sport to watch, man. That shit is so fucking boring. It's almost as boring as being
Bird.
out there fishing if you're by yourself.
Oh, fishing is
Yeah.
boring,
Right.
dog. I live in Florida. This shit's
Man, we can't
Bro.
even go fishing right now. I haven't seen fucking rain in 90 days. Everything is brown as fuck outside. Our lakes are drying up. Our streams are dried up. I bought a fucking fishing license about a year ago, and I've only been able to go fishing twice.
Where you at, hell?
Hey,
I'm
but they
in- yeah,
reaching
pretty
with
much.
that shit,
I am
though,
in the
bro.
center of. I'm in the
Hey.
fucking center of Texas.
Oh,
Like
okay.
smack dab in the fucking middle. We never get no rain. Everybody else around us gets rain, but we don't get shit.
I was
Hey,
just out that
hey,
way about
Bass-
a month ago, San Antonio.
Bass Pro makes a lot of money off
Bass-
fishing being a sport, man.
Mm.
They have fishing tournaments
Mhm.
Yep.
where people win. They win
They
money,
win money.
and trophies and
Yep.
stuff, and
Get
they fish for the
endorsed.
sport because they don't kill the fish. They fish for the sport. They put all
And
the fish
release.
back in the lake.
Catch and
Right.
release. Yeah.
Yes, they fish for the sport, not for the kill. So yes, in the instance, yes, fishing is a sport, and that is why I said it is so fucking boring to watch, bro. it's some people out on the boat waiting. Look, bro, they do this shit all the time. They talk about them too. Man, he has a great underarm cast. You know what I mean? He won it last year. I don't know what it was. It might have been his bait. You know what I mean? His bait was definitely something different last year. But,
Kool-Aid and hot dogs.
oh, he's got something. Let's watch him fight for it. Let's watch him. Ooh, notice the smooth maneuver when he pulls back on the
Wow.
rod and he reels it.
It's a catch. It's a catch.
They be killing me, cuz. They be killing me, bro. Like, no.
Oh, you lost him. Oh, that's
Oh,
heartbreaking.
that's a big one. He snapped
That was
the
a
line.
big one.
That's
Snapped
gonna
his
hurt.
line.
He's got to go back and redo a jig, and bro,
I never seen that shit, but I can only imagine that fucking commentating got to be terrible as
Oh,
a mother.
man.
bro.
Just want to walk up behind him with a homie sock and sock the shit out of him. Crack.
What are you talking
A
about? man?
song with a couple of D batteries in that motherfucker.
Couple D batteries.
Man,
Yeah, I'm still
Notice-
stuck on
notice the
darts,
lock
though,
in the
bro.
sock.
a bar of soap with
With
some
the-
D batteries.
Man,
Hey, I'm
he
still
turns
stuck
to
on
650
darts though, bro,
bulls.
because I thought that's a reach. That's like some bar shit. You know what I'm saying? You go to
No,
a bar
that's-
and play darts.
They got it in the bar. It's cool when you've been drinking, you know what I mean, just fucking
Yeah.
around, but not to sit there and have spectators like cheer you on, like, go Bobby Fischer.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
what the fuck?
Hey, unfortunately, a lot of things can be considered a sport. Anything that is a competition in which they keep score is a sport.
See,
You know, and that's funny. I mean, we just named off just a few, and these were all some really boring ass sports that we named off.
Yeah.
And there's a plethora more. I'm sure
Man.
there is.
motherfuckers playing video games by teams. I
Well,
can see
actually,
that on
you know what? Let's
ESPN.
do this.
The
Let's find out
esports.
what the definition of sport is.
Yeah.
Well,
What
oh
is the
yeah, well,
definition
we
of
should
sport?
be we could be adding
Here's the
you know
definition of
all
a
new
sport.
age shit. What the hell we see on YouTube every day?
I'm telling
You know, which is shit like that and shit that fucking these kids be watching on Twitch. These tournaments, you know, some of this shit's boring.
yeah, for real. There's some shit out there.
Hey,
Are you
dodgeball
fucking
is sport.
serious? Yeah, I think. Hey, you don't laugh, but I believe it is. I believe the fucking is for real.
Hey, but that
Hey.
shit was fun though in high school and
Oh,
junior
Hell
high
yeah,
as
bro.
well.
man.
When you're playing it,
I think this is gonna help us figure out what exactly is a sport, man. So people can quit calling they shit a sport if it ain't a goddamn sport, right? And it's called. So the definition is an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment.
fucking.
So what the fuck does that mean?
Wow.
Does that mean anything could be a sport?
Pretty much.
Hey, pretty
So
much.
tag can be a sport because they pretty much
Come
run
on,
Bro,
around.
tag,
sport.
tag
Tag
was
was a
a
sport.
TV show for a second, bro.
Dirty. Pull up. Hey, I don't know if you want to pull up tag on ESPN. The shit be on fucking
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
It be
Hey,
one
I would-
person versus another, and they run around this obstacle course trying not to get fucking tagged.
Hey, what? Okay, well let's shift gears here. What are your most favorite sports that you think are the most entertaining?
Oh, football is at top.
The
Hold on,
top three.
But
Top
Let me-
three.
I like hoops.
Let me address this real quick. And then we can go straight into that critique. So, how is auto racing a sport? So, I'll tell you this, man. If you've never been behind the wheel of anything going up more than 150 miles an hour, you'll never know the answer to why auto racing is a sport. Auto racing drivers tend to lose anywhere from 15 to 35 pounds per race.
I believe it.
Per race, because of the physical exertion of how fast they are going. And I will tell you this right now, bro, and this is no bullshit. You can take it for what it is, but I'm telling you from experience, bro. A 5-hour motorcycle ride is worse than a 16-hour work day, mentally and physically. We're traveling at high speeds, and our brains are constantly at least a mile ahead at all times, as far as you can see. You know what I mean? You're consistently looking out as far as you can possibly see, and it takes a lot to move that bike. It also takes a lot to drive those cars. Some of them cars are moving at 225 around that track.
Yeah.
That's
dangerous as shit.
Yeah, it's extremely. Hey, try turning the corner at 35 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
You can't do it.
They about to
And
do
they're
the
doing it-
one out here.
And
they're
they're
doing
doing
it
they're
slowing
doing
down.
it at 205, 210.
Yeah, 198, 197.
Yeah. Look, I know it might be a boring sport to watch, but I'm telling you, if you ever had the chance to take a ride in a NASCAR around the track, bro, you change your mind about how you feel about what they do.
Also,
honestly, I'm telling you, because I've had the opportunity to do it once in my lifetime, man, and yeah, bro. Yeah, I had a newfound respect for NASCAR, and that's why I'm a NASCAR fan, bro. Because, bro,
yeah, you went and experienced what they do, and it's like, you went out there and checked it out, and it's basically like one big ass tailgate. It's a fucking big ass party, and it's great. You know what I mean? Not to mention, if you're a grease monkey like myself, you kind of fucking, envy the fucking pit crew because they get to work on those cars. They get to fuck with those things. You know what I mean? That's something that I would love to do because I would like to see how those things work. Why the fuck do they go so fast? You know what I mean? And just watching how fast the pit crew operates right there when you're watching them, I mean, they're quick. Like, that's some of the fastest, like, just as fast as anybody could ever move changing a tire. I mean, yeah, it's not as entertaining as you think it is, you know what I mean, watching it on TV, but when you're there, it's different.
Yeah, that's so. I apologize for taking too long to get into the next subject, but yes, that is why auto racing is a sport, because it is physically demanding. The F1 racers go even faster.
Hey, you see that they out here in Vegas? They bought some land. They about to hit the strip either next year or the year after.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Yeah, shit. I'm telling you, all that desert out there, bro. That's the perfect F1 racing track out there.
They going down the strip though.
They going down the strip with it.
Yes. You know they got them overpasses. We walk across. You can sit up there and watch them go.
Man,
but they bought land where the finish line is going to be.
Yeah.
So it's like an old place that they bought and they knocked it down, and Formula One bought it. So it's going to be an annual event here in Vegas for F1.
I gotta be at that.
Man,
that's awesome.
I'll tell you, you don't see the car when it passes you by, so you better be looking. You better be. All you do is hear it.
I'm gonna be inebriated,
bro.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you said what's the most exciting sports to watch?
Right. And that's out of all sports. What are the most entertaining to you? What will take your mind off of football for 2 seconds?
Fuck.
Let's
And it
start
can't
with
be
Sultan.
football.
Let's start with Sultan.
And it can't
So
be football.
so obviously football.
No,
is out
it
of
could
question
be
for y'all.
football. Football's going to be top
You
3.
said you said
We
what's gonna take
guarantee
football
that,
off
right?
your mind. Me watching
Yeah.
football ain't gonna take it off my mind.
Oh no, dog. I'll watch baseball or some shit, and I'll still be thinking about the Raiders, though. You know what I mean? But
Hey, football's
Nah.
like hey. nothing
I like
compares.
baseball, though. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's because Dirty said earlier too with the golf thing. When
The
you play the
Yankees
sport, it's a lot more entertaining when you watch it. You know what I'm saying? When you play the sport. So yeah, I played first baseman when I was a kid. So I always loved baseball. Basketball, I was cool with basketball for a minute. You know what I'm saying? When the Kings were good in the 2000s, but then I kind of
Smooth
grew out of
Anthony.
basketball. The sport has kind of changed too, similar to fucking baseball. You feel me? It's like you got a lot of sluggers now. You know what I'm saying? Either
They are.
strikeout or home run type shit. But yeah, I say baseball and basketball are cool, but after that, I mean football. That's it. I don't really watch hockey. I don't watch nothing else. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything around you gets blurry at 140. That ain't no bullshit. And at 160 you get tunnel vision.
Yeah. I heard about that shit.
You do.
Yup.
Yeah.
You got
Tunnel
me
vision
so
is real.
careful.
Tunnel vision is real. To where all you see is really what's in front of you.
Yup.
You know what I mean? And nothing else around you exists. Just everything that's in front of you is literally right in front of you. You know what I mean? It's literally looks like a tunnel. You get tunnel vision. So the most exciting sports for me to watch, football is one. That's number one. Matter of fact, you know what I mean? Football is definitely number one. The X Games is number 2.
X Games?
Yeah, I love to watch the X Games, bro. Yeah, nigga, that shit exciting to me, man.
Hey, back in the
They
day,
doing-
that shit was fire, bro.
They
Man,
doing
come
bro,
on now.
Skateboard.
They doing
For
shit
real.
with skateboards,
Bikes,
bicycles,
inline,
motorcycles,
all that shit.
you know what I mean? Inline skating,
Yeah.
bro, with snowboards. I love the Winter X Games,
All
man.
the winter ones, yeah.
Bro, they be
Hey,
man,
Dirty,
they
you
be
Ryan
more
White.
vert
Huh?
or street? You more vert or street? Which one do you like better for skateboard?
street.
Yeah, me too.
I like the street. I like the
Hitting the
street
rails
portion.
and shit.
Hitting the rails,
Yeah.
using everything. You know what I mean?
Yup.
I hate when somebody sticks to four main obstacles. I like the skater that takes the time to go ahead. Hey, look, you ain't got a lot of time, but you work in the fact that you try to use everything. You know what I mean on the field.
Yup.
You know what I mean? That excites me because it's like, okay, you spent hours just perfecting those little tricks, but this person, they spent hours perfecting all of these tricks. Like, so yeah, I like the X Games for sure. That's number 2 on my list. And then probably my third, I would probably have to say,
Jack
man,
and
whoa. Nah,
Fucking
that motherfucking lunatic. Motherfucker.
I would. Wow, I don't know.
What?
That's
I
a
got
tough one.
mine.
It ain't basketball. It's not baseball.
Yeah, if I was a Clipper fan, it wouldn't be basketball either.
I'll watch hockey, but not religiously.
Playoffs is the only thing exciting. You know what I mean?
You know what? I guess game shows. I know it's
Yeah.
not a sport, but bro, I love game shows, man.
Which one?
Any of them.
Yeah.
Family
Yeah.
Feud, Celebrity Family Feud.
Family
Jeopardy.
Feud is dope. It's funny and dope.
What's
I like
Kevin
this
Hart? What's Kevin Hart's game show when he be having the celebrities on? That shit be having me dying.
shit. With the ice bath when they get in the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not that one. He got another one. It's a game show. That's a talk. That's like a podcast talk show. But I really like games where regular normal people get a chance to win money.
Fear Factor and shit like that.
Fear Factor,
American Ninja?
trivia questions,
Okay.
things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like
Jeopardy,
when people get
Wheel
a
of
chance to
Fortune.
win some money.
Yeah.
You know, be it physical. Most of the shows I like, there's got to be some satire in it. I gotta like the host too.
Some
You know
humor and
what I
shit.
mean?
Yeah, for real.
But no, I like watching people win. You know what I mean? Like I like watching people win. You know, and then sometimes like I'll be sitting there like, oh, you didn't know that? That was simple, easy. Like, oh, you didn't know that?
Man.
But yeah, football, X Games, and then I guess I'd probably say game shows because I actually will rather watch those than anything else.
Well,
Shit, I would say
I know my number one is football.
Yeah.
Football. And then second, probably wrestling. Even
Yeah.
though everything is predetermined.
Oh,
You know what
that
I mean?
wrestling.
That wrestling.
Yeah, that's
You know
the
what I
freestyle
mean?
or the Greco-Roman, but that one, okay.
No, that wrestling. You know, I mean, I consider that, you know, that they're not really trying to hurt each other, but fucking you get slammed a lot. That shit
You
hurts.
gotta be an athlete.
You gotta be an athlete.
Yes.
There's a reason why they're that big, so they can absorb all that shit. You know, and then slap fighting. Have you
Slap
ever
fighting?
seen that? Yeah,
I've seen
slap
that
Fucking
fighting.
Russian shit. That shit that started
They
in
slap
Russia.
the shit out you. You sit
Yeah,
there.
dude. Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
Some motherfuckers get
Watch
knocked out and
motherfuckers-
others shake it off.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
motherfuckers shake it off or get knocked out, and when they get knocked
Mhm.
out, they're like, "Who?"
The women
Hey,
are the
they
ones I
fall the
appreciate.
fuck
being here,
out.
man. Greatly appreciate you being here, Cook Sports. I mean, you're a Niner fan, but as long as you keep it respectful, it's all good around here, man. Hey, we look forward to playing y'all this year too, man.
Yes,
you know
we
what
do.
I mean?
Hey,
So-
who y'all got starting for you? Is it going to be Trey Lance or is it
Hey,
going to
it's
be
all-
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Everything is all love over here, man. As long as everything that you say is respectful, and the respect will be given back to you. You know what I mean? That's how we rock over here, man. Everyone is welcome. You know what I mean? You rock two teams I don't side with, but that's okay. That's all right. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'm a Raider fan and I'm a Clipper fan. I'm a Clipper fan over here, man. We gonna kill this season, man. I got a feeling we gonna kill this season, man. Kawhi looking like a beast out here in this new uniform we got coming, Michael. Boy, I'm telling y'all, man, the West ain't ready. The West ain't ready, bro. The West ain't ready, bro. The West ain't
Man,
ready, man.
if you don't stop with that shit,
The West ain't ready, man.
all right. We gonna see. We gonna see when the season start. Like everybody got different teams in the West. Hey, we
Yeah.
gonna see. It's gonna be nice though. I like
everybody's
competition.
got a different
shit.
basketball
man.
team.
Yeah. Hey, look, I really hope y'all get that Russell Westbrook situation settled, man. Like I feel like that's gonna be a
Good
downfall for y'all team, man, until y'all can get that dude up out, man. I'm just being honest, man. I don't unless he somehow turns around the way he's been playing. You know what I mean? If he somehow just hits the gym and says, "Hey, I really want to be what I originally set out to be when I was actually good back in the day. I want to try and be that again." Then maybe it'll work. But until he does that, man, hey, honestly, I think he's more worried about selling cars at his dealerships, bro. I think him and his auto group are more concerned about selling cars than winning some championships, man. That's
How long?
that's
How
just
long
my
you been in
thing.
the league?
Huh?
How many years?
Long enough. Long enough, brother.
Ain't shit changing. Ain't shit changing. You
Yeah.
trying to change the spots off of motherfucker leopard?
Bro.
That ain't happening.
That ain't
That
happening.
It is what it is. If you can't find a way to fit him in for what he can do, what he does, don't think you're gonna change him to do anything else. Okay, Westbrook, we need you to go in there and instead of just shooting the ball, just pass. Pass? What the fuck is that? A hall pass?
Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
Man, don't you? Hey, for real.
Man.
My favorite, I say, football is gonna be number one. It's a sport unlike no other.
Yeah.
The only other two sports that take like that I can really go to off of football, UFC, MMA, hands down, and boxing. I love boxing. I like the chess match between one man versus another. And all you got is your hands. Now,
I can dig
UFC is
that.
a whole different one because now you got different things you can do. You know what I mean? So it's all fair game.
You know, I told y'all how I felt about UFC, man. I just don't understand two grown ass men in a
Fighting.
ring in underwear, grabbing and hugging on each other with knives.
Come on,
Hey,
Lunatic,
look,
you know,
UFC when they
Hey,
stand
UFC
up,
is dope.
no, look, when they stand up, cool. I enjoy it. But when they get to laying on the ground way too fucking long, and it's like, man, y'all niggas ain't even doing nothing, man. Stand up and throw these blows, nigga.
That's why the ref is supposed to. But sometimes you got to remember, some of these motherfuckers get winded. They trying to
Hey,
catch. You know what I mean?
I get it. Now look,
They
if
trying
y'all
to get their
grappling,
breath.
if y'all continuously grappling, you know what I mean? I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like if it's going, if you know what I mean, he gets you in something, you slide out, you know what I mean, and you get him. But man, when it's just sitting there and neither one of y'all niggas is doing nothing,
That's when the
man,
refs
that
are
shit
supposed to break
bores the
that shit
fuck
up.
out of me. Like,
It's
man,
supposed to break
you
it up and
stand
stand
these
them up
two
and start
motherfuckers
over.
up and let them throw blows.
See, that's just like in wrestling though. Freestyle wrestling, same thing. If you the ref will come in and hey, get up or not get up, you get down and have him on top, depending on
Yup.
who it is, and start over. You don't want no lull in the sport. It's no lull in it. Some of these UFC refs be sitting there and just like I know some fighters got a repertoire of like let him go because you'll eventually type shit. But if the shit is boring and you'll hear the crowd start booing like a motherfucker, boom, hey, get the motherfuckers up. They pay good money to come see some fights, and these motherfuckers laying on the ground on top of each other.
Yeah. Why are you
Hey,
letting them
hey,
lay
you
on the
remember?
back,
Hey,
man?
Lunatic, you remember that? You remember Frank Mir?
Frank Mir, yeah.
That's my cousin right there.
Is it?
No shit,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Hey, Frank
I'm
Mir
gonna
was
find
a
somebody
beast,
with my
bro.
last name and say I'm related too.
Man.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with
Nah,
you.
dog. He's
Carl Lewis, yeah,
he's from
track.
Vegas. He's Cuban. That's my cousin right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, good
Yeah,
shit.
Hey, Frank Mir was a fucking beast, bro.
Man. For
Yeah,
real.
what was
Hey,
that
I
fool's
tripped
name?
off with Chandler
Velasquez. Cain
Jones.
Velasquez. I think he broke his arm or some shit. You know
Chandler
that?
Well, I
Jones,
think that was what was his name, man? I think that was Minotauro Nogueira. They broke his arm.
broke his arm.
And what
He
is
broke his arm. He looked
BKFC?
right at the ref, fool, and the ref
Mm.
was like, "Okay, stop." He looked right at the ref, was like, "Snap." I mean, just didn't give a fuck.
Man.
You know what I mean? But Mir was a
He
bad
says
motherfucker,
that's
dude.
why BKFC is cool because they do a count like boxing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I watch BKFC too.
Hey,
Oh,
you know
yeah?
what I watch? I watch
Yeah, it's all right.
Backyard Beefs, bro.
Bare knuckle fighting.
No, you remember the
I watch-
backyard fighting?
I watch
watch
Backyard Beefs
Beefs
on
too.
YouTube.
Man,
Backyard Beef.
I
I watch
remember.
Hey, that
when,
shit's exciting right there. Now
It
that
is.
shit is
Yeah.
exciting right there,
You
bro.
talking about like Kimbo Slice type shit?
Kimbo Slice was the shit in
Yeah, but
Miami.
no, you never seen Backyard Beefs?
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
man,
it
it's-
started.
Yeah,
How
bro.
it started was the guy didn't want people to fucking be using guns against each other.
Oh,
And
so you
straight
got
up-
problems with somebody, you get
So
in the
if you got
backyard.
problems,
Boxing?
yeah, exactly. Why don't you come on over here into our cage and whip each other's ass? Well, then it got popular.
Damn.
Yeah.
It got real popular. You know what I
ain't
mean?
waiting
Next
so
thing you know,
long to
you
get
just
that
had
shit
two.
started. Hey, I'm taking
It's-
the electric company. I'm taking the cell phone company. And look, I got a problem with y'all.
Hey, now you got up and coming up and coming mixed martial artists showing up for fights.
Yeah,
Oh,
showing
yeah?
up for
I mean,
fights,
yeah,
fighting each other, and I mean putting on a hell of a show, dude.
yeah.
You know,
Man.
jumping up and
But
cracking
yeah,
motherfuckers
it
with
started-
It's on
knees.
YouTube.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. It's called
I'm
Backyard
fucking
Beefs.
Backyard
I'm
Beefs.
fucking with it. I'm fucking
Backyard
with it.
Beefs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's it
that
called? Backyard.
Backyard
Beefs.
Beefs.
Backyard beat. I'm on it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me write that shit down because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I be into that shit.
Hey, whatever happened to Kimbo, man? That
He
motherfucker
died.
He
Wow.
passed away.
Passed
He
away.
passed away.
But his
Yeah,
son
passed
though,
away.
his son get down though. His
Mhm.
son
When's
get
this?
down. This happened a few years ago.
What?
Bro,
8 years
he-
now?
3 years
I
ago.
must have been on another
Eight?
some other planet or some shit. I didn't even hear about.
Hold on,
this.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Kimbo's
his
been gone
his
a
son
minute,
get
bro.
down though. His
Yeah, I
What
son-
year
heard
did
his
Kimbo
son's real
Slice
good
pass
too.
away?
Well, rest in peace, Kimbo Slice, man.
2016. He passed away in 2016.
20.
Yeah.
See, damn, 6. I
Yeah.
thought it was just like 3 years ago.
June
No,
6,
it was
2016.
a while.
Yeah,
It was a
Yeah.
while, bro. He
Yeah,
I follow him,
I
man.
said at least 6 to 8 years ago. At least
I
6 to
follow
8
him.
years ago.
That
He
backyard
was
shit.
boxing at the time, I believe.
He
I
should
don't
have
even think-
boxed.
UFC. He was UFC at the time.
Oh, he did boxing too, though.
He was boxing, but he did
Yeah.
UFC. He did boxing first.
Yeah,
He
I
tried
seen the
boxing
fight
first.
that he did in UFC with the other dude from Florida, and they was out of gas. And hey, nah, he should have stuck with
And
boxing. 'Cause boxing, he was laying motherfuckers out.
he got worked up by what's the white boy name from the WWF?
You talking about Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar. Yeah, he got whooped up by Brock Lesnar, I believe.
I
Yeah.
couldn't stand that motherfucker Brock Lesnar, bro.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar got that college background in wrestling, though.
That's why I was so happy.
And
when
he trying to get
Premier
down
took
with
him-
football. Remember with
beat his
Minnesota?
ass, bro. I
He
mean,
trying
they
to
both
get
they
him
both
with
they both beat each other once.
I don't ever remember him going against Brock Lesnar. I do remember him going against this dude named what the fuck was his name? He was a UFC fighter too, but he wasn't very good. Fuck. I'll have to look that up, but
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Fuck
mad.
It wasn't Brock Lesnar?
I don't think so. It was
I thought it was Brock Lesnar. I know it was a white boy and he whooped his ass.
Yeah, whooped his ass. But I'm
His
about
ass,
to find
bro.
out.
only WWE guys that was in MMA that I can think of from memory is Brock Lesnar, Ken Shamrock, and Dan Severn.
Yep, Severin and
So
yes,
J-Dog,
indeed.
J-Dog said it was
And Shamrock.
J-Dog said it was Metrion.
Yeah, Mitrione. There you go.
Mitrione,
Okay.
Mitrione.
Hey, Mitrione whooped his ass,
Whooped
bro.
Whooped his ass.
Yeah. Whooped
That's a
his
skill
ass,
difference,
bro. Yeah, but hey, look, shots out to him for trying, but he got in that ring and got his ass whooped, bro. Yeah, that's a whole nother sport than being in the backyard just throwing knuckles, man. It's a whole
Yeah,
nother
Matt
sport.
Mitrione.
Because they're
And he
rules.
beat Houston Alexander, but that fight was so boring. That fight was so boring. Fucking Alexander ran from him the whole damn fight.
See, that shit is horrible. I hate that shit.
Me too, man.
Engage.
And he was just dancing around a fucking circle.
Fountain, what's good,
You're
man?
supposed to engage, man.
Salute, fam. What's good with you, man?
But in Elite XC, he knocked out Tank Abbott. Old
Okay.
Tank Abbott.
Yeah.
Dude had fucking gray on his face. Yeah,
Oh, he's the old version of.
the old Tank.
Damn,
Yeah.
man.
But I mean, it's sad that he passed away, man. He was definitely an icon as far as I was concerned because
Yeah.
I mean, shit, he fought online and that's how he built his career.
Yeah.
Didn't really
He was-
catch
he
his
was in
break until he was
WCW
35.
too. He was
Yeah,
in
he waited too long, and I think his natural sport would have been. I think boxing would have been his shit because when he did boxing, he was laying motherfuckers out with the gloves on. That UFC shit, that's a whole different beast. That
Man, if
stamina
he was
and
still
all that
alive
shit.
now, if he was
Huh?
still alive now, I bet you he'd be in the BKFC.
That
Guaranteed.
hey,
Yeah, and he'd be
I
fucking
believe
probably
it.
the champ.
from what you guys tell me, I believe it because that's what he
Man,
came in doing.
Bro,
you
go
know what I
watch
mean?
some of his old street fights. His
Man,
old
I
street fights were
watched
fucking
that shit.
awesome.
when he knocked the dude's eye.
Yeah, knocked the dude's
Stop it.
eye out of his head. I was like, holy shit. And it was a good fucking punch, too, man. Perfect form to pow. It was like,
And then
ooh.
I remember the one dude gave him the business though, and it looked like they were fighting where they would fight pit bulls at downstairs somewhere. Is a dude that he was fighting, big old white dude he was fighting. Kimball
Yeah,
Slice.
it was down on the
But
bottom
the
of
white
a
dude was putting it
gymnasium.
on him though.
Yeah, he was an ex-cop.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he
an
was
ex-cop.
putting
That's why he
sets
was
on
as
him
good
for
as
real.
what he was. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Man.
Kimbo lost that fight.
Yes, he
But
did.
then when he went over to Elite XC though, is when he just started knocking people out because he blew up so big on just like 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah,
And that
his
was when
name
World Star was a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah,
bad.
World-
It's called street beefs. It's not backyard
Street
beefs. It's called
beefs?
street
Yeah,
beefs.
street beefs. Yeah.
I'm about to put this shit in my motherfucker right now.
Yeah, I used to watch that shit. Hey, but Dirty, man, I gotta head out, man. I got some stuff to do real quick before tomorrow. Much
For sure.
appreciated. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Most
Lunatic
definitely.
Critique, much love as
4
always.
4:00, right? Or
Wait.
Pacific time.
Was that that's the round table, right?
No, the kickoff fan show. The hour before the game.
Oh, I already got
Oh,
a set.
really?
I got set up a watch party at
Okay.
7, which is 4:00 on my channel.
Oh, 4:00 y'all time or our time?
7. So your time 4.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes,
It's
I'll be doing a watch party at that time until the game ends.
okay.
For sure.
All right.
All right, you gotta take it easy.
All right, bro.
Later, bro.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Street Beats. What? Nigga, what? I'm about to watch the motherfuckers get their ass whooped.
Man.
Yeah. Hey, thank y'all for putting me up on this shit, boy.
Hey, and you need to check out Chiseled Adonis.
Chisel Adonis, he's a fighter.
No, he does a lot of fucking commentary over fights and shit, like from shit that you've never
Oh.
seen before.
Okay.
Like he does this Russian shit, like this Russian fighting where like it's 2-on-1 or 3-on-1. It's
Street Beefs. Hey, shout out to y'all motherfuckers for putting me up on this shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I got my son. He's a straight UFC fanatic. Who fighting
Yeah.
tonight, Dad? He be on one.
about to see these guys get down.
Oh man, for real. Yeah. This is the shit. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this shit right here, man. Look, I be watching this shit, bro.
And
I
hey,
be
thank
watching
y'all.
these, bro, because this shit is entertaining to me, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? These dudes is literally fighting for pride, and they just want to show their skills, man. You know what I mean? Like some of them train, you know what I mean? Some of them feel like they can and they really can't, but
And find out they can't. Yeah, for real. I
Yeah.
seen that shit. Mm.
Ooh,
ooh. Okay, come on,
damn,
man.
you set that up perfect.
Somebody. Oh, okay, nice, but good block.
Yep. Way to get out of the way, man.
Ooh,
Way to go up under. Sprawl. Sprawl. There you go.
ooh.
Ooh, oh
Ooh.
Throw
God.
them knees. Throw them knees.
Come on now, throwing the knees. Oh, got him with the knees
Elbow.
to the
Nice
chin.
one. Nice one. Okay.
Back him up a little bit.
Shit.
Nice
Ooh.
little kick. Man, shout out to Street Beefs, man, for bringing some excitement to the world,
Man,
man.
for real.
Yeah,
Oh, he missed that.
Yes, he got that one.
he's
Look, what,
quick, dude.
is he tired or is he
He
hurt?
tired.
Oh, he's tired.
He tired.
Yeah, they're not conditioned.
No,
But
he
shit,
wasn't in no condition at all.
That's the extra. Oh, okay. Yeah, for real. I'm fucking with this. Oh shit.
Man.
Oh shit. It's on. Man, right on Street Beefs. Let me subscribe to
Yeah,
that
Street
shit.
Beefs.
Yeah, because I'm about
Hold
to be
on, I gotta
on
see
it.
this one. He said his girl snitched, so they settled it in the yard, bro. I gotta
Oh,
see
yeah?
this. I gotta see this. Hold on, wait a minute. Title is his girl snitched. I wanna see this, man.
He's the piece of shit. Look at that mullet. I heard that shit's coming back.
Shit, I ain't getting one. I ain't getting one. Shit. Go ahead, handle your shit, Dirt. What, Joe Dirt? Joe Dirt. And Steph, no, that's Clay Thompson right there.
Oh,
we got
he's a
Clay
Cowboys.
Clay Thompson.
He's a Cowboys fan.
Oh shit.
This dude's about to lose.
Oh shit. Let's watch this shit. The ref, boy.
I don't know, man. I think the white guy is the one who had his girl. Like maybe she didn't like his mullet. went over here and fucked this dude, and then snitched. Look, he's all
They
going
had
in.
it too from the get go.
They got it.
He's angry as shit.
Ooh,
Ooh,
he gave him a smooth one to the chin.
Man,
Oh, he just threw
Oh,
that
got him
nigga.
down. Oh, he got up.
Ooh,
oh, no technique.
Who gonna
No
gas
technique.
out?
none.
Who gonna
You can
gas
tell
out?
this is straight.
Oh,
beef,
God.
bro.
Ooh.
This is a straight beef, bro. Like they got a for real issue.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna gas out. Somebody ain't got no cardio. Whoever gonna gas out first is gone.
My money's on blue shorts, man.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's
too.
gonna win. He's gonna
It
win.
look like dude in the black shorts is kind of his wind ain't good. Look, he's doing
Oh!
I take that back. Night night. That motherfucker sleeping. Woo! Oh shit. He caught his ass.
Holy man, I was so wrong on
Clay
that.
Thompson, boy, caught it.
Oh,
From Joe Dirt.
oh,
But
that
dude,
boy
like,
sleep.
Yeah, I got
me,
that.
it looked like Homeboy in the blue shorts had the better form.
Damn.
And then he left himself wide open on a wild left that caught him by surprise.
Huh? What happened? You lost, motherfucker.
Joe Dirt put that nigga
Damn.
to sleep, bro.
Joe Dirt slept his ass. That motherfucker gave him that motherfucking NyQuil. The stubby.
Oh shit, that's great.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Hey, y'all, it has me dying because y'all literally both say, "Yeah, my money's on the dude in the blue
Hey, I thought,
shorts."
hey, but that's how it was going though. Dude was missing, and then he caught him. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I mean,
Oh
go?
man,
bad form,
Oh.
blue shorts.
oh,
You left your head wide open.
Clay
You should have
Thompson got
went.
knocked the fuck out.
You should have went back to that and slowed it down and did it over.
Hey,
and
yeah.
over
when he fell,
and over
when he
again.
fell, he was like,
Yeah, it's straight up looking like a teapot.
Frozen.
"Oh,
Oh,
that nigga
shit.
said."
That's knocked his ass out.
That's good. Hey,
Oh,
hey, thank y'all for putting me up on this shit, boy. It's on
oh,
tomorrow.
man,
It's on tomorrow. Oh shit.
bro, he hit the ground like, "Blow," bro.
I'm about to fuck with this shit, boy, tomorrow.
Oh
Man.
man,
I can't wait for this
Oh.
fucking Raiders roundtable. I wonder what else
Hey.
we're going to talk about.
Hey, we could. There's a lot of shit to talk about. We could talk about different position groups, different individual players. We're gonna cover it.
Oh, yeah,
think it's gonna be some good shit.
We're gonna attempt to do a full breakdown of everything we expect today, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna even dive into what the Jaguars may put on the field.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
we know what they ain't putting on the field because
yeah, we know what they're not. You know,
You
so
know
we're
what I
gonna take a look at what they are putting on the field.
it's a good show to have. So when those that are just like casual fans or whatnot go and watch the game, they'll know by what we talk about who to watch, the position battles to watch. You know what I mean? Put them up on some shit that they're not really, informed on because they're not getting that information. But we're gonna have all kind of people on this panel that's gonna open it up to them and like, okay, I'm gonna look for this guy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look at this position group. And that's what it's about because a lot of people don't really take preseason serious. But as Raider fans, we know the starters ain't the issue. It's the people trying to make the team, the draft picks, the undraft. Who's the diamonds in the rough? You know what I mean? Is our draft picks legitimate to make this team? Watch them play. Training camp don't mean shit. I mean, training camp is to instill the playbook and technique, but we want to see what do they do in a live game against another team. You know, what I mean?
there was a guy that I didn't mention who I think is also going to get a lot of playing time in this game, and that's going to be Polomoa. I think we're going to see a lot of Polomoa. So,
yeah, and just like what you're saying, I tell people, you're going to get, there's two different type of players. Well, actually three. You're going to get the kind of player that kills it in training camp, but don't do shit in the game. And then you're going to get people that doesn't do shit in training camp and kills it in the game, and then you're gonna get a motherfucker that do both. They're gonna kill it in training camp, and they're gonna kill it when they get in a live action game. That's what we got to weed through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then there's others who will bomb. Don't forget about those.
we get these names in training camp. Oh, this guy he's wonderful, and then get out there on the field in a live situation is like he doesn't produce. You know what I mean? So we can't fully buy into just what they're doing in training camp. Show us what you learned in training camp. That's what it comes down to. What you learned and what they trained you on. Let's see if that transcends over into a live action game against another team.
Do you remember the last time we had a high profile player that we asked that we brought over here from the Rams for all that amount of money? And he did not pan out.
And that shit happens.
You know, Corey Littleton did not do shit.
No, he did not. He did not. You know what I mean? So I sometimes you wonder, does a regime kind of be similar to a fan base where they want to go after just because it's a big name, just to go after them? Or do they go after people that really fits what they're trying to do? Because Littleton didn't fit what we did.
Nowadays, you know,
that's telling me it was a name.
I mean, the jury's still out on this regime, but last regime, no, they reached on a lot of players.
Exactly.
They reached on Antonio Brown. They reached on guys like Corey Littleton. You know what I'm saying? They overpaid a lot of different players on this team. You know what I mean? But they also did do some good things, man. They got us Hunter Renfrow. They got us Max Crosby. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they didn't have a vision on which way this team needed to go, but sometimes I do believe that maybe we were a little bit too vocal when it came to we need a wide receiver and we need him now, and they reached and got Antonio Brown and we fucking totally got burned. We were completely happy about it, but then we got burned. And I don't know, even Randy Moss didn't leave that bad of a taste in my mouth.
Yeah. But the burn didn't come from him not being able to be the type of athlete to produce for you. It was more, you know what I mean, some way out weird shit that ain't never happened with feet and shit like that. And and what you just said with the fact that what we did with Max Crosby and Renfrow, they weren't big names. In the draft, they weren't big names.
They were 4th round pick at best, right?
And
3rd
that's
round pick was Renfrow.
And that's telling me what Gruden and them was going after were big names, thinking they were going to come in and fill the void. And it didn't happen. You don't go after big names. You go after what fits what you're doing. So when they went after Max Crosby and Renfrow, obviously they went after players that they thought fit what they were doing because they weren't big names. But Antonio Brown and Littleton, they were big names. They produced where they came from, but they did not fit what we were doing.
Nope. At all.
Antonio Brown could have. He could have, but that, you know, it was just some old shit that ain't never happened before type situation that happened with him, Antonio Brown, that is. You know what I mean? But the big names don't mean shit. It goes down like the old saying. It's the machine as a whole is greater than the sum of its parts. That means fuck all these other big names. Do they fit the machine that we're building? You know what I mean? That's why the offensive line is so intriguing to me, because I don't think it's about the best player. I think it's about the best player that fits in that scheme with the other people on that offensive line. That's why you're hearing this Leatherwood, Brandon. It changes because it's like we're looking at Leatherwood like, okay, can he come in there at the left tackle, take over, start? He was the big name in the draft, even though we might have reached for him. He was the name that our current front office people at the time, which ain't here no more, but they decided to take him with that high pick. You know what I mean? But did he really can he be the athlete, the player to fit in with the rest of the guys? See, one thing about an offensive line is they have to work cohesively. It's a unit that works together. So it doesn't matter if you're great, you know what I mean? Your greatness doesn't mean shit about if it doesn't blend with the rest of the offensive line.
Exactly.
You have to be able to blend. You don't have to be great to fit into what they're doing. And that's why I think Leatherwood is getting beat by somebody that fits what they're doing. But
Well,
I digress. We gotta have to wait and see. And tomorrow is gonna be a great opportunity to see exactly what we've been hearing. Is it true that what we've been hearing in training camp does it transcend over to the game? Like I said, it looks good on paper, but we're gonna find out tomorrow. I guarantee you that. Is it gold or is it fool's gold?
well, we're gonna find out in between our third and fourth strings on who's better, because we ain't gonna see no first and second strings. You know, we
Hey.
might see him in for a play or two. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But that's our second string. You won't see any
Nah.
of our starters in there.
Nope.
That's a guarantee.
No,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't
But
guarantee that.
what we're gonna
'Cause I
see
think the
tomorrow
O line. I think
these
on
guys-
the O line.
You think the starters?
Not Colton Miller.
No,
not
not the
Andre
solidified starters, but the ones that
solidified.
possibly
But
I
the
got.
ones that are
I
fighting
believe
for it, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
But
like
Colton
Simpson,
Miller and Andre
Illuminor.
James, no.
No. Heavy on the right side, yes. Heavy on the right side in tomorrow's game. Guard and tackle. Pay attention. Because it's
See,
gonna show you a lot. Don't
I
go
wonder
by
if
what the
I wonder if Illuminor could play right tackle.
he probably
know?
could, but I don't think they got him there. I got guard
No,
is where they got him
he's a
at.
guard. He's a guard. I mean, shit. And what we have for tackles is Thayer Munford,
See, I don't think he's gonna start. I don't think he's a starter.
and then we got Brandon Parker,
Yep. That's the
and
big
we
surprise.
got Leatherwood.
Oh, Lester Cotton. No, don't throw that name. Hey, throw that name
Yeah.
out there because I'm in hearing things.
Is Lester Cotton playing tackle or
Hey.
guard?
Yes. So the competition at guard and tackle on the right side, watch that shit tomorrow. Watch that shit.
I'll tell you this.
They
Anybody
gonna
you
show
don't
us.
see, anybody you don't see play tomorrow already has a spot on this team.
It's solid. Yes.
Already
Now
has a
we're
spot
going
on
into the depth of the team now, which we
Right.
really need. We
So,
really
Green,
need depth. You know what I mean?
Let me answer Green's question real quick. He asks,
Okay.
"What quarterback are we most interested in seeing?" Me, I'm most interested in seeing Chase Garbers. I want to see Chase Garbers ball out. I want to see Chase Garbers perform. I know you just pulled up, so salute to you, fam. Appreciate you for being here. My boy Raider Fatigue next to me, he said it best. You know what I mean? Tomorrow you'll find out who can actually separate themselves from the pack. You know what I mean? Everybody you see tomorrow, they're going to be pretty much on the same level.
Yep.
Right? So it's up to them to rise to the occasion and be better. If Chase Garbers goes out and balls out tomorrow with the competition that's on the field and he sets himself apart, that's what I want to see. I want to see if he can set himself apart or if he's leveled or if he cracks under pressure. That's really what I want to see. These other quarterbacks, I'm really okay. I don't really think you'll see the actual backup tomorrow. You know what I mean? Which is whatever his name is. The dude I feel like is not going to be a quarterback too long. He'll probably be a coach at some point in time. Stidham.
Yeah.
Stidham, right? If you see Stidham, it'll probably be like maybe a series. If you see Stidham. Other than that, I think it's probably going to be Mullins and Garbers, or I wouldn't be surprised if it's just all Chase Garbers.
Right. Because we don't know if we're going to keep 3 quarterbacks on the roster this year.
Yep.
4.
And there's
That's 4
4. I mean, there's 4 right now.
4, yep. There's 4. I don't think
Now, I'm
Garbers
think-
going anywhere.
I'm thinking Stidham's a lock.
Ah,
You know?
I think we have to wait and see. And this is
I
why.
think if Garbers goes out and performs tomorrow, he pushes everybody for a job. Remember, that's the same thing DC did. Nobody had DC.
This ain't DC.
No, listen, I'm not saying it's DC, but everybody doubted the fact that he could actually play. I'm not saying he's DC where he's going to go out and he's going to take the starting job. I'm saying, what if he came out and put up a performance like DC did when people had no faith in him, right? He just came out and he balled. And he earned his way onto the fucking team. That's all I'm saying.
But
it's a practice game to a practice game.
Who is he going to ball out
times.
against? That's the thing. Carr ball out against, you know what I mean, his equivalent. If Garbers is an undrafted quarterback, who you think they're going to put him in the game and face against?
So look, what I'm saying
third
is,
and fourth string type.
If he comes out and balls in this game and sets himself apart, right?
Yeah,
that earns him the opportunity to play in the next game, where the competition is a little bit better, because they're not playing DC at all.
No, I know this. I know this.
You know,
Garbers is going to probably be last.
These quarterbacks are going to be the last ones to get cut, bro.
No, I'm knowing. But the people he's going to face wise, you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at, because that's what they're going to say. Look, he played against people that was getting cut.
So what I'm saying is, if he performs well, that earns him another week to perform against better talent. And if he performs well if they move him up,
yes. If they move him up to play better talent, yes.
To play better talent, right?
Yeah.
And then if he succeeds there, then he moves up to play a little bit better talent. Maybe we start him one game, because we're not going to play DC. We're not going to play DC.
Yeah.
If we do let DC play, it's going to be the very last game of the year. It'll be 5 plays and he's out. Right? You know, so I'm just saying, if he can earn his way up, that's what I'm most looking forward to seeing out of the quarterback room that we got. Something is telling me Chase Garbers is going to be your best bet in the future. Not now, not immediately. And I'm not saying he's going to be better than DC. What I'm saying is, he's eventually going to be a really good quarterback, and if we ever need him, he'll be able to step in. But if we're able to build him up and trade him for some value, you see what I'm saying? There's a two-way street. You can home grow a player to take over later on, or you can home grow a player to get you some draft picks.
That's what New England has done. They got draft picks twice.
Exactly.
Castle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But see, this is like the thing that kind of has me. I don't want Garbers to be out there in a situation where, if we do put him on a practice squad situation, other teams know about him. You know what I mean? You got to kind of dumb it down, because that's how we got Waller. If it wasn't for Baltimore to put Waller out there practicing before the game, and motherfucking coaches like, hey, you need to come see this guy. I don't want Garbers to. Hey, if he's the future, I don't want him out there where other teams can see that shit.
I know.
Because if we put him on the practice squad and they decide to grab him and throw them on the 53, we assed out. We are assed the fuck out.
But how many quarterbacks?
So it's kind of like, is he good enough? Is he not good enough? We don't want to show too much. We don't want to not show too much to be able to understand what he can do. I'm telling you, I like Garbers. I went and watched this film after you talked about him. I watched him. I said, hey, under the right tutelage, this motherfucker got it. He's mobile. He can throw shots. It's just sometimes he gets over anxious, and that's something that you can coach. This is what you look for. Mm-hmm. Calm down in the pocket. Calm down. And
field vision.
And I'm telling you, I don't want no other motherfucking team to know that, though. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a time when Carr going to hang it up and his career is over. Then what do we do? Wait another 10 years to find the next replacement?
Yeah, no shit.
Or have one, you know what I mean?
Hey,
come on.
I don't know if my heart can take that.
Exactly.
I can't wait another 10 years.
I'm too old to wait another fucking 10 years, man. After Carr's done. Carr's 30. So
Well,
let's just give him 8 more years. Let's just say that. If he's successful with a Super Bowl,
Like I said,
appearance,
3 Super Bowls in the next 7 years, and he retires.
bruh. I'm getting too old for that shit, man. There's gonna be a day when I'm out here to watch it, and I want to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be old as fuck
I'm telling
down
you,
this motherfucking Las Vegas Strip celebrating.
in the next 7 years, 3 Super Bowls.
I believe he's gonna bring it in. I believe it
3 Super Bowls in 7 years, and he retired.
because what this regime is doing is exactly what any other team that's a contender for the Super Bowl. They went out and got the things that you need to win a Super Bowl. You got the quarterback. You already had the quarterback. You need weapons. You got to solidify the offensive line, which for us is only the right side, guard and tackle. But I think once tackle is situated with the starter, guard is going to take care of itself. You know what I mean? Defense.
Let's hope.
You got pieces. You got the right guy leading the defense. Let's make this shit happen. You know what I mean? Hey, the J.O. Felony song, I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? That's exactly the situation here. You got Chandler Jones, you got Rock Ya-Sin, you got Morig, you got motherfucking Perryman. I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? I can give it to you, but what? You gotta do something with that shit. That's why I said anybody hating on Carr, give him this year. They went out and got him weapons. All you got to do is make sure the offensive line is solid. If we can't win shit with that, then hey, it's a discussion after the season. It's a discussion. But I don't see Carr failing. He's not built like that. See, a lot of motherfuckers hate on him for no reason. And I was watching Thor's channel one time, and Thor had somebody on there with him, and he said the most brilliant shit about Carr that make you analyze his whole career. Has there ever been a time in Carr's career that he went backwards from the year before?
Nope.
So every year he progressed.
Not even in college.
Every year he progressed. So where the fuck did the hate come from? I can understand if he had a great year and then all of a sudden he sucked ass the following year, but every fucking year he got better. For how many years?
Bro, back in the day,
you ride that motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
Going on 9?
Come on.
Well,
ride that motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
What I remember is it happening roughly about 2017, 2018. It was after we had the playoff run and he got hurt. And then when we came back 2017, then we had that bullshit ass game for Jack Del Rio.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He got fired.
Yes.
You know, and I think that was like later on in the season of 2017 or maybe even early 2018. You know, that happened. I mean, and like he's done nothing but go up since then. Now, there was a point in time where he had a hurt back. I was talking about his arm strength back then. I could see that he couldn't get the ball down the field back then. Didn't realize he broke his fucking back.
See,
you know what I'm saying? Nobody said shit about that until the end of the season. And then on top of that, you know, he suffered that injury to his fucking broken fibula on his plant foot. You know what I'm saying? So you're not able to follow through at a certain point. And he got a plate put in there and still got better as every year that went by. What I think
still got better.
What these cats don't understand is because when we were growing up through here, we've seen quarterbacks come in here that were good, like Rich Gannon. And then we had to rely on dudes like Kerry Collins, Aaron Brooks, Dante Culpepper.
Oh, my God.
Jamarcus Russell, Bruce Gradkowski.
Yes. That only could be
Pittsburgh. Man, Bruce was great, dude.
Against Pittsburgh.
Jason fucking Campbell.
Jason
Campbell not have got hurt, bro. That was our year because that dude had a lot of fire in him, man. See, and it's one thing I've always said. There's many fundamentals of football that you can teach. Very many fundamentals. You can teach people how to read coverages. You can teach people how to intercept the ball, to make the break on the ball at the right point. But there's one thing that you cannot teach that I've seen in very few players, You know what I'm saying? But Derek Carr is one of these players that I've seen it in, and it's called heart.
Yeah.
The other guy that we had before, who we had last year, Darius Philon, played his fucking ass off, and he played with heart.
Yeah.
Did you see how fucking good he did before he got injured? You know, you can't teach that.
You can't teach heart. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And you can't teach that. There are certain players out there who will fucking not rise to the occasion, and then there are other players out there who fucking would rather be in that situation than any situation on the football field.
Agreed.
And Derek Carr is like that, man, and that's what I like about him. That motherfucker is tenacious, and now he's starting to show it in his attitude. If you don't respect the man, if you don't like what he's done, understand, yes, the fumbles are costly. The things that have happened, the growing pains, we've all grown with him.
And
he ain't going to leave here until he wins us a championship, and I'm sure that's exactly what he's gunning for.
The shit that irritates me is the fact that they want to attach to him being a good quarterback. He ain't won playoff games or a Super Bowl. Now, that takes a team to win that shit. It's not solely on the quarterback. You know what I mean? And I got many examples because we can look at the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. It wasn't because of the quarterback they won the Super Bowl. It was that defense. Tampa Bay against us in 2002. It wasn't because of the quarterback. You know what I mean? And then I go into the recent thing with them trying to compare Carr to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl. But go look at the stats. Pittsburgh was slapping the shit out of Green Bay on every possession, time of possession, yardage on rushing, yardage on receiving. But the three things that happened to Pittsburgh that caused them to lose that motherfucking Super Bowl, 3 fucking turnovers. The defense won that Super Bowl for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers was getting outplayed by Ben Roethlisberger the whole game. Go look at the stats. Go look at the stats.
And also remember, when it comes to Derek Carr and it comes to last season, everybody, we take it as we lost. But really, we were literally just one throw away. It was one throw.
One.
And that shit could have ended up in it could have happened anyway, and it just happened. He was double covered. Waller was open.
Now, that same play against Cincinnati. Now, let's change one thing in that damn play. If that would have been Devontae Adams he was going to, do you think it would have been successful?
I think the route was bad.
Going back to it, do you think Devontae Adams would have changed that whole outcome? Because he wouldn't have ran a bad route.
He wouldn't have ran a button hook right before the goal line.
And Carr would have been confident enough to go to him.
That's correct.
Touchdown.
Assuming.
Touchdown.
That would be correct. It would have been a touchdown.
Exactly.
But he went to Zay Jones, a lot last year because of the Henry Ruggs situation. So he did have a chemistry with him. You know what I'm saying? But we were only one throw away. Other than that, Derek Carr was gold besides the fumbles.
Oh, yeah.
He's had issues with the fumbles, but other than that, I don't question his decision making.
No.
I would rather have him back there than fucking Jamarcus Russell. I lived through that. We lived through that, bro. That was fucking terrible. Some of these cats don't understand what it's like to literally be scared to the point of your life. You're shaking in your boots because you just saw who is taking the field. And every time Jamarcus would take the field, at first I was like, all right, let's see what this guy could do. But after a season into this, I was done with the experiment.
Yeah.
I was done. It was like every time this guy hiked the ball, he dropped it. It was literally that bad. And then he would run around like a chicken with his head cut off in the very far back of the fucking, way back in the pocket and get sacked and drop the ball. And I mean, it literally would happen all the time. And it was sad because this guy was supposed to save our season. He was supposed to save our franchise. And we guaranteed him that $42 million. That was heartbreaking. I
Yeah.
will always remember that compared to every quarterback. Now, I have given every other quarterback after him their props because Jamarcus is by far lowest of the totem pole. Worst quarterback, not only for the Raiders, but of all time. You know what I'm saying? And it projects in the numbers. And it's sad that it's that way because they didn't give him another opportunity to prove himself, even after training with Jeff Garcia. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where he was fit and he was ready to come back. So I don't hate him for that, but I do hate the fact that we drafted him for so much and that we got very little return out of him. So guys like Bruce Gradkowski, Jason Campbell were breaths of fresh air compared to dudes like Kerry Collins, Matt Flynn, Matt Schaub, all these dudes who were beefed up that were, these guys are going to save us, and they fucking were trash. Derek Carr had to come in as a second-round draft pick to take Matt Schaub's job.
Hey, I saw Derek Carr at training camp his rookie year when they came down here to go against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And when they came and they had an
That's
open
right.
camp. You know
They
what I
did
mean?
come
They
out
had an
there.
open camp.
Oxnard. Wasn't the Oxnard they was at?
Came out the Oxnard.
Oxnard, yeah.
And that was Khalil Mack's rookie year. That was Derek Carr's rookie year, bro. And I saw DC in person. You know what I mean? Like I saw him on the practice field in person, bro. And the quarterbacks were throwing right by us. You know what I mean? They like the quarterbacks were literally throwing right there next to us, bro. I was like one of the first people in, man. I got my little spot right there by the gate. Bro, when he threw the ball, you could hear it. You know what I mean? Passing through the air, like you could hear it, bro. And then just the way he controlled the field, it was way different than everybody else. Like you could just see it was something different about him. But then when he started playing, man,
he learned a lot in that 2-14 season.
bro.
We fought really hard for those 2 wins. You know what I'm saying? But he learned a lot. And then when he came back the next season, he was our bona fide starter. He was definitely starting the next season. And what did we go? We went I think it was either 8-8 or 9-7.
You know, he's only missed 2 games in his whole career, and he started every single one of them but 2.
I believe
he started
that.
as a rookie. He started every game as a rookie.
Yeah.
He won the QB spot in preseason, bro.
He was not supposed to start.
He was not supposed to start.
The whole idea was to have him sit for a year and learn. And
yeah, and we brought in Matt Pick Six Schaub.
No,
Matt
Did
Flynn.
we get Matt Flynn too?
Hey,
from
now
Seattle?
look, I will say this: Matt Schwab
Yeah, we had
was coming off. Matt Schwab was coming off a nice year in Houston, though. Matt Schwab was coming off a nice year in Houston.
He did good in
Matt
Houston.
Schwab was a product of the system over there.
I know,
He
but
had
I'm
a
just
good
saying.
line.
What I'm
We didn't have
saying is,
shit.
what I'm saying is, he was coming off of a nice career year for him. You know what I mean? Like it was one of his better years that he had just had. So they was hoping that he would have brought that here. But like you said, it was a product of the system, and he proved it when he got here. And he lost his. Actually, didn't he get hurt for a second?
Yeah, he did.
He got hurt for a second, and then DC was the starting QB, and then he just never stopped being the starting QB, even when Schwab came back.
It changed the front office mind.
Well,
It
even
changed
like
their mind.
Look, Matt Schaub's final 2 years in Houston, because I lived down here, man, he might have had good throwing careers, but that was all due to having dudes like Andre Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Look,
when
he
he
had
came
James
out as a
Jones his
rookie.
rookie year.
Who?
Yeah, James Jones his rookie year.
Carr did, yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking Matt Schaub had those badass receivers over there in Houston. That's why he had those good numbers. But he was leading the league in pick sixes. That's why when we got him, I was like, oh my God, dude, why would we get this guy? He gives up points. You know what I mean? And sure enough, if he didn't fucking shit the bed, him and Matt Flynn, dude, we dropped a shit ton of money for Matt Flynn.
We traded for him from Seattle.
Yeah, he shit the bed.
I'll tell you this: every quarterback that they've ever brought in to compete against DC has fucking failed.
Yep. That's real shit. That's
real
why
shit.
Carr became the
Has
starter.
failed.
They couldn't fuck with him. You know what I
Every
mean?
single quarterback that you guys have asked for them to bring in quarterbacks, and they have, bro. Y'all forget they have
brought
brought
in
in
game
quarterbacks.
They brought in Mariota.
And every single one of them have failed to outperform DC.
And it's not just Carr, it's just period. Kerry Collins, Hostetler. Come on, the list keeps going and going. They kept trying.
Vince
Aaron
Evans.
Brooks.
Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks.
No, come on, man.
I remember those days.
Hey, so real quick, because Green's question been on the screen for a while,
Oh.
man. So let's answer this question real quick. He says, if the Raiders play Josh Jacobs during preseason, who's more terrible, Josh or McDaniel? So I'll answer it like this. It depends on what game they so choose to play Josh Jacobs. Because I'm expecting the starters to play at some point in time in this preseason, which I'm honestly hoping it's like really like the last game where they get a series or two in, you know what I mean, just to get the legs moving, see what we got, kind of like a dress rehearsal, you know what I mean, because they're already going to be in camp with the Patriots that week anyway, you know what I mean. So if with the Patriots coming to Vegas to join us in camp, you know what I mean, we're just going to see a little bit of the starters in the first probably two series, right? You'll probably just see a dress rehearsal in the first two series. So I would expect Josh Jacobs to play. So I wouldn't say anybody was terrible in that instance, right? Now, if you saw him play tomorrow, then I would say Josh Jacobs. If Josh Jacobs had to suit up and play tomorrow because Josh McDaniel said, well, hey, man, I need to see what you can do, and it's against third and fourth stringers, then that's on Josh Jacobs. Personally, I can't blame the coach for that.
Hey, and if they do that, it's going to be fucking fun. It's going to be kind of like watching the big kid run down the field and knock all the little kids off him.
But what if it's not, though? See, here's the thing. Here's the flip side of the coin. What if it's not?
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible.
I
I don't think it would be terrible for each one of them. This is why, because it's going to basically come down to them both trying to figure out the same thing. If Josh Jacobs play in the preseason, it's to prove that he deserves another contract. If McDaniels is letting him play in the preseason, it's to prove that he deserves another contract. That is what it's going to come down to.
Nah, I'm telling you, it depends on what point in time he plays. He's not. I'm telling you, preseason ain't gonna determine him getting another contract.
No,
if he
but
plays or not.
It can show. You know what I mean?
It don't show shit. It's preseason.
It's preseason.
It don't show anything. What it shows is we have a lack of confidence in you that we're gonna put you out there with third and fourth stringers after you done been in the NFL for 3.5 years, 4 years.
But what is the confidence against you about? Is it because your production, you're studying the playbook? What's the why am I not?
Because they're not known for paying running backs. You know what I mean? The contract that he was getting ready to get was a way lot more than what they signed up for.
No,
they didn't sign it. You know what I mean? They didn't sign it. So here it is. You're under a contract this year. You want to do some negotiation. You want this amount of money, but we're not accustomed to paying this amount of money. Please, Mr. Jacobs, show us that you're worth this amount of money. But the only time they're really going to ask him to do that, like I said, is probably the last game of the year. You know what I mean? That would literally
the preseason.
The last game of the preseason. You know what I mean? The last game of the preseason is when you'll see Josh Jacobs. If you see him anytime before that, that is saying that they don't have the confidence skill level. They don't have the confidence in his skill level. He's been in the league 4 years now, right?
Yeah.
Why in the world would I put Josh Jacobs in the Hall of Fame game against third and fourth stringers? I know he's better than that.
I don't think we're going to see him.
You're not going to see him
tomorrow.
tomorrow. That's why I said. That's why I broke it down in that general direction. If it's the Hall of Fame game, then it's on Josh Jacobs. If it's the last preseason game, which I expect him to play, because I also expect to see Derek Carr in that last preseason game as well, as you always do he comes out, he plays maybe 1 to 7 plays, and then he goes and sits down as a dress rehearsal. That's what the last, you know what I mean? It's a dress rehearsal, right?
How many
So
preseason games do we have this year?
And that is fine. That is okay. Huh?
4?
We have 4, right?
Well, so we have 4 games this year, and we're
So
still running an 18-week
Hall of Fame
season.
game don't mean nothing.
I'm about to say the Hall of Fame game. This ain't really a part of our preseason, is it?
Nah.
It's
a
part of
preseason game,
football.
but it's not. Everybody else starts next week.
Yeah. Preseason 1 is next week.
Yeah.
Preseason 1 is next week. This is just the extra game.
This was just to entertain the Hall of Fame
that's going into the
fans,
Hall
you
of
know what I
Fame.
mean?
You know what I mean? You got to have a game, right? So they pick 2 teams to play. And look, what it is it's an extra game for those who may not have a chance of making a roster. This is one extra game for them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's why I say when you turn on the Hall of Fame game, expect to see 3rd and 4th stringers for the majority of the game. The coaches really want to see what these guys can do up against some of these other guys that are technically at the same caliber level of play. So can you arise above this and earn yourself another chance to play in the next game past that?
I might even be out there.
You know what I mean? Look. Take a guy like Darian Butler, right?
Oh,
let's take a guy like Darian Butler.
Let's go. Okay.
Right? Take a guy like Darian Butler. And then you take a guy who would you say is behind him?
Darian Butler?
Yeah.
Linebacker? Shit. It's
the guy we just brought in. Who's the guy we just brought in?
Bolden?
Green?
Bolden.
Yeah,
Bolton?
whatever his name is, right?
Yeah.
Although he's got NFL experience,
yeah,
he's still behind Darian Butler on that list, right?
Oh, that's no doubt. That's no doubt.
Now say you put them both on the field, right? This other guy, bro, he played so well, you forgot Darian Butler was even on the field.
Shit.
Or the flip side of that coin, this guy who already has NFL experience got lost in the fact that Darian Butler played so damn superior. You see what I'm saying? So this is a chance for a rookie to prove, man, I can play with the vets. Because you put a vet on the side of me, and you forgot the vet was on the field when you saw me play. Right? So that's why I say when this question was asked, who would be worse if Josh Jacobs played tomorrow, it would be on Josh Jacobs. Because I think a 4-year vet that has had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons shouldn't have to prove himself against 3rd and 4th stringers that are on their way out of they're this close to not being on the roster.
Yeah, but he got to prove himself against a coaching staff that wasn't there last year or the year before.
Not in tomorrow's game, bro. Not in tomorrow's game.
But how is he gonna fit in their system without knowing?
But not tomorrow's game.
What? Even if it's only for 3 carries.
No, that's a disrespect.
How?
That's a disrespect.
How is that a disrespect?
You don't see that. You don't see that as a disrespect to Josh Jacobs.
What if Josh Jacobs say, "Hey, coach, let me get in and get a couple of carries"?
No, man, no. Josh Jacobs.
You say no. You tell him no.
Yes, I'm telling you no.
You would tell him no if he wants a couple of carries.
I'm gonna risk Josh Jacobs on a fucking high school field.
Yeah, I'm knowing that shit, but damn, at the same time,
I'm gonna risk Josh Jacobs on a high school field.
You're gonna risk Josh Jacobs any game you put him in.
No.
Yes, you will.
No.
Okay. So you said about what the last game of the preseason he'll go in?
Hey, look,
you'll put him in the last preseason game.
I'd play him in the last preseason game.
He's at risk
when you start the other starters, because they got to get the reps.
Then he's really at risk if he's going up against supreme ass players.
But you got to
the 4th string motherfuckers that ain't gonna make the team.
You got to remember, first off, it's Bill Belichick. He ain't gonna do a whole lot, bro. We playing the Patriots, bro. They're not gonna do a whole lot. They never do a whole lot in the preseason, bro. They go through the motions. They work their kinks out, bro. They never really go, bro. I've watched them play in the
They don't go
preseason.
100%.
Unless it's their dress rehearsal as well.
See, and this is a dress rehearsal for them.
But you still can get hurt in a dress rehearsal.
You can take that chance, but you know what? You're gonna limit that. You're gonna limit that. You'll find that
Now,
out.
I don't believe Josh Jacobs is going to play in the game. I'm just saying. Speaking as far as I'm trying to speak on both halves as McDaniels and Josh Jacobs.
I'm just saying if they made Josh Jacobs dress tomorrow and play, that's a disrespect to Josh Jacobs.
So what that would tell you that Zeus is the one that they really want in there?
It would tell me that they have no confidence in this dude, and that's a fucking lack. That is a fucking disrespect to Josh Jacobs. Now look, I'm not always on his side, bro.
Yeah,
I criticize him a lot because I want to see more from him. I watched I was a fan when he did the back-to-back 1,000 yards, bro.
Yeah,
I loved it. You know what I mean? But then for some reason he just seems like he wasn't himself, and it's like, well, bro, where you at?
Yeah,
where that guy at, man? You know what I mean? Like, bro. You fumbled on the opening carry and gave up a touchdown, bro. That's not you. What are you doing? Ever since you crashed that car on Vegas, you've been different.
Real talk, man.
Damn.
Seriously, like, bro, ever since you crashed the car in Vegas, bro, you've been different. What's really going on? I'm concerned, bro. If you can't cut it, let's get somebody else who can.
We can,
yeah.
But man, we know what you used to be. When you getting back to that? And I'm not saying that you can't, but when?
I'm still with him. He impressed me fucking at the end of the year last year. I project and not really project, but I take it as, you know, that offensive line wasn't very good last year. They couldn't run block worth the fuck, let alone pass block. You know, we were still shifting players in and out. The only one player that we knew who was solid was Colton Miller.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and then we had Andre James, who wound up being a stud, which I thought we were going to have issues there when we got rid of Rodney Hudson. You know, I mean, so there has been some bright spots, but on that line does not run block well. It does not open the lanes. And Jacobs was having an issue with that at the beginning of the season, but as the season progressed, and he went through how long was he injured for last year? 2 weeks. You know, when he came back from that injury, you know, he was running hard, and he was running stiff. Hell, he fucking basically ran us into the playoffs.
The thing I want to know is, I'm curious. What was it about our team last year? What was it that feared teams when they played us with what we had last year? Was it the passing game or the running game? What did they try to stop when they faced us last year?
It was all, I don't know, because they stopped our run game.
So did they focus on the run because the passing wasn't a threat because of Zay Jones and, you know what I mean? And there wasn't don't forget, Waller wasn't around for a few games at the end of the season. That's right. So did they focus more in on stopping our run because of that? That's what I would say. I want to go look and see. Did they stack the box and be like, you know, if we stop the run, we gonna beat them? Zay Jones ain't a threat. Waller ain't out there. So I'm curious.
And you know, that was another thing too.
They shut down the pass game to a point to where they tried to force us to run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I watched a lot of games like that where they literally sat on top of all our passes. You know what I mean? Almost like an umbrella. You know what I mean? Just literally sat on top of routes and underneath them. So, you know what I mean? It kind of forced the hand to run the ball. And unfortunately, you know what I mean, our run blocking just wasn't as good as our pass blocking.
The pass blocking, yeah, you see?
Our run blocking was terrible. Yeah. But I'll tell you this, man, something last year that happened is that Renfro took himself from here to here in one season. Renfro fucking balled the fuck out last year, man, because he had to. Waller decided not to
1,000 yards
show up for
receiving.
like 6 games.
For real.
You know, and then we had Zay Jones. We went and picked up Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson didn't know the playbook. You know, he got that 1 touchdown pass against Dallas, which I was happy about. But other than that, he caused interceptions. You know, I mean, there was people that he was relying on that really weren't true, legitimate number ones. I still don't think Zay Jones is a legitimate number one.
Nah, he's never a number one. He ain't even a number one in Jacksonville.
I was about to say he's not even signed to be a number one in Jacksonville.
What's good, Christian Kirk or that Jacksonville got? He's number one for them from Arizona. Zay Jones is not number one, and you can check by the checkbook.
Before we got Devontae Adams, man, I was missing Aguilar.
Hey,
I was missing Aguilar, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, people don't understand this. If you go back 2 years when Aguilar was here, do you know Derek Carr almost had 1,000 fucking receivers in the season? Aguilar was short by like 1,002 yards. I mean, 102 yards for 1,000. He had like 890 something yards receiving.
Yeah.
And Waller had over 1,000.
Hey,
he almost had 1,000 yard receivers in that season. Aguilar was one of them.
Hey, check this out real quick, man. Let me say this. Cali boy, I understand that Josh Jacobs is not an elite running back. You know what I mean? We still searching for that Bo Jackson player, right? Now my guy down here, my boy right here, Raider Ben, he says, you know, we don't need an elite running back. We have Waller, Renfro, and Adams. We just need a running back that can get the job done, right? Then he also says, look, check this out. I'm getting to a point. Just bear with me. Bo Jackson is a generational talent. There will never be another Bo Jackson, Cali boy. Now, look, that's not technically true. All right? It's not technically true. It is and it's not. All right? Bo Jackson is a generational talent. And you can search for the next Bo Jackson. But the next Bo Jackson has already been signed to a team. He plays for the Tennessee Titans. He is that big style back that is fast and will run you over. And
bruiser.
He's a bruiser.
He's like a fucking freight train running right at you.
He's like a freight train running. Hey, get ran over by him.
Yeah, get ran by
Derrick Henry is that Bo. I'm not saying he's Bo Jackson. I'm saying he's that Bo Jackson style running back who's big, fast, and will run you over.
Okay.
That's about the closest we got right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Bo Jackson was a generational
Bo Jackson
talent.
Style. You know what I mean? So that once in a life, I mean that once in a generation. Well, our Bo Jackson of this generation is Derrick Henry. You know what I mean?
You know, I mean, they've always had running backs that kind of classify after each other.
Yeah,
you remember Christian Okoye and Barry Word?
Kansas
were a lot
Barry
like.
Word. Yep.
They were bruiser style running backs who were slower, which is kind of like a Jerome Bettis.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know,
he's the closest you'll see to Bo. You know what I mean? For a while.
Tyrone Wheatley.
You know what I mean?
That's
Michael
the point I'm
Bush.
trying to make.
He's that
Michael
man.
Bush.
I can see him in silver. Look, as much as I've bashed him, bro, for not being able to pick up a block, and that's my really only big mad concern about him is that he's that big and he doesn't block. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't block, and I feel like sometimes if he just picked up a block, bro, some of them plays could be done over. You know what I mean? Adrian Peterson, he wasn't big like that. How tall was Adrian? 5 something, like maybe 5 something.
5'9", 5'10", maybe.
Yeah. I'm talking about.
He wasn't a bruiser back. He was a scat back who had speed.
Adrian Peterson, wiki.
He was a speed back, my friend. Bo Jackson, you know, you could classify Marcus Allen in that category, which was speed.
6'1".
And shifty. He was 6'1".
6'1", 220.
6'1", 220.
But hey, what you're
making, boy, I definitely know who you are, man. I've seen you in Doc's lives, bro. I appreciate you for real, for pulling up, man. Greatly appreciate the $4.99 donation, man. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm bringing, man. Shout out to you for supporting me, supporting my boy Doc's lives. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Doc's. You know what I mean? Much love. I got nothing but respect for everybody that do their thing. And I sure enough appreciate you folks. For real, for real. You know what I mean? What was you saying?
Yeah, I'm answering the 7 Ys over here. Yeah, he ran for close to 1,000 yards in 9 games last year. Talking about Adrian Peterson,
But
it's not what he
Bo
ran. It's how he ran. You know, I mean, he would. I mean, it's not like I would say that he would avoid contact, but he wasn't one that was really that was like hella scary to head up on somebody like a Bo Jackson, a Christian Okoye, a Jerome Bettis, a Mike Allstott, just these absolute trucks, you know what I mean, who ran 4.240s. That Bo was generational because he ran a 4.240 and he hit like a truck.
Well, I can say this. Look, I can say this. Adrian Peterson was in a different generation than both of them.
I'm gonna tell you, it don't matter.
I would say he was in a different generation than both of them. He's in that generation that's in the middle.
It don't matter.
Right.
But
and him and Chris Johnson were fighting for the titles year in and year out.
We're not. I still think it's Henry, bro. I think Henry is still the closest you'll ever see to Bo Jackson.
So Henry, Bo Jackson, what other names you mentioned? Elite running backs.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
I want you to count the Super Bowl rings between all of them. No, elite running backs. You said we need to win a Super Bowl. How many of them? Count the rings.
Those two right there got none.
Okay, Bo Jackson. How many he got?
I just said those
Sanders.
two there got none.
How many Barry Sanders got?
None.
What's the running back in with the Giants right now? That was injured and came back, but considered one of the elite running backs in the league.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay, how many he got?
None. I get your point, bro.
So what it mean?
You know what I mean? Ezekiel Elliott ain't got none.
But you got somebody to sell tickets but no rings? That's what it come down to. But you gotta have more. It's a 53-man roster. That's why I said when they always put the fucking load on a quarterback's shoulders, oh, he ain't won a Super Bowl. He can't win it by himself. I can throw the passes, but if you drop the motherfucker, I'm blamed for that shit? If the offensive line ain't giving me time to throw because they can't block, I'm blamed. If my fucking defense is giving up 40 fucking points a game, I'm blamed. That's why I said you can't put playoff wins and Super Bowls on one individual on a 53-man roster. It's fucking ludicrous. It don't make no fucking sense. And it's the only sport in any sport that the players only are responsible for one side of the ball. Every other sport, you got to play defense and offense. Football, you don't. If you're a quarterback, you don't have to play corner on the other possession when the team get the ball. But
there are leagues like that. It's called 8-man football.
But I'm saying with football, though, it's a whole different breed. But yet we put all the responsibility on the shoulders of a quarterback. One dude out of 53 is responsible for winning and losing? You serious? So when you're in a marriage, only one person in that marriage is responsible for the success of that marriage. It's not like both of y'all. And that's only 2 people. We talk about 53 in fucking football. This shit is crazy. That's why I get back to the fact that we always putting the emphasis on one player, and it's not one player. A running back ain't going to do it. One wide receiver ain't going to do it. Yeah, we got Devontae Adams. What if your offensive line is trash? Does Devontae Adams change that?
Hey, he brought up a good one too, man. Corey Dillon. Corey Dillon was one of those fucking bell cow bruiser backs.
Yes, he was. With no rings.
With no rings. And
I'm telling you, there's a list of them.
Yeah.
There's a list of them.
But there are some. Jerome Bettis had a ring.
Yes.
You know what
At
I'm saying?
home in Detroit, he won that shit. Yes, he did. On
sure
a damn good team.
On a really good team. You know what I'm saying? It's not always the running back is the reason why you win the game. It's if the team can actually play together and have the chemistry.
Yes.
If every football player has a role, and they must know what role that they are playing and how they fit into the scheme.
Hey,
You
so
see what I mean?
Yeah.
May Spitfire says we should rank, the top 3 running backs in the categories. But what would be the categories? Like what, the bruising back, the scat back, and then with the like,
That's gonna be hard because there's
that's
different
hard.
kinds.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard. I mean, what would we say? A Barry Sanders style, a Bo Jackson style, a Emmitt Smith style. Like
That's hard.
it's
Yeah, they
hard.
all had different styles
I'm gonna tell
because
you,
some of them.
because you remember when it got back
Fred
to remember when
Taylor.
Tennessee.
I'm gonna say this real quick, man. Fred Taylor for the Hall of Fame, man. At some point in time, please, can we
Yeah,
get Fred
Fred Taylor
Taylor in the
would be-
Hall of Fame,
yeah.
man?
He did his thing.
Absolutely.
He did his thing, man.
He did
Was
his
the
Taylor
only
should
bright
be in the
spot
Hall
on
of
that
Fame.
Jacksonville Jaguars team for so many years.
man.
They never put nobody around them. They got another badass back.
Remember the running back.
No rings.
The real Kurt Warner, Seattle Seahawks back in the day. Come on now.
Anyway,
Come
y'all,
on.
I got to get
I
on out of
remember
here,
the
man.
OG running backs.
But I appreciate y'all for having me on, man. And,
For
hey,
sure.
I can't wait till tomorrow, guys.
Man, I'm waiting for you, bruh. I'm
And what
waiting
time is
for
it
you.
again?
We're gonna do this
11?
shit. Huh?
What time is it again?
What, right now?
Oh,
No,
it's 2
the show
p.m.
tomorrow.
Oh, 2 p.m. 12 hours from right now.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
Get
2
you some.
p.m.
Yeah, we can shut it down. We got a long day
West
tomorrow.
Coast.
We got a game to watch. So let's,
Yeah,
we good.
me,
We
it's
had a
4
good
o'clock.
discussion. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, wonderful questions. Hey, there's no right or wrong, but it's good stuff to put out there on the table and discuss. That's football. You know what I
Marshall
mean?
Polk,
And, hey,
Roger
I love
Craig.
this
Yes,
shit.
I forgot about those guys, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could put those guys
Man.
in categories too. But I mean, it is a lot of work. We would
Yep.
actually have to do some overthinking and get together and collaborate with a list of players in between. However many of us are going to do it, and then do
Yeah.
it that way.
Speed and
that-
power. That's what it's gonna break down to.
Thanks for the show idea.
Hey, for real, man. Hey, this was dope.
Hey, Green, appreciate you, man. We appreciate
Yeah,
you
for
for
real.
real. Hey, look, there's something I always say here, man. If y'all knew, look, I got a couple of catchphrases over here, but one of the things I always tell y'all, man, 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me or anyone on my screen to anyone on my panel to grace your screen for any amount of time, man, is greatly appreciated. For real, for real. Anybody can do a show, but what's a show without an audience? You know what I mean? My audience makes my show. The interaction, the entertainment, the opinions you guys have. You know what I mean? You guys aren't just nobodies, bro. Like, you're everything over here. So if this is your first time and you do enjoy the show, man, hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you want to be notified, hit the notified. If you don't, hey, look, catch me when you catch me. You know what I mean? But I love it. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? My boy Raider Fatigue over here. You know what I mean? And then my homeboy and my partner in crime, as well as the partner to our new show. Which, you know what? Matter of fact, since you're here, man, let's air the intro one more time,
Yeah.
man.
Friday night, y'all, 11 p.m.
Look,
Pacific.
Friday night show, 11
Dirty
p.m.
Raiders channel. Let's do it.
right here.
Let's
You know
do
what
it.
I mean? It's the Dirty Lunatic Show. And then Saturday night, you will find us over at Raider Allegiance.
Raiders
You know
Allegiance.
what I mean? In the asylum with
Salute.
with another re-live version. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I won't call it a rerun because we will be live.
Live repeat.
A
Put it like
live
live
repeat
repeat. Yeah.
of our new show, which is the Dirty Lunatic Show. And
Yep.
here's our intro.
Hey, for real.
Yeah.
It's going down, y'all. Y'all
Most
want to
definitely.
tune in for real. Hit
Yeah,
that
you,
notification bell.
yeah.
Trust
Should,
us. Trust us.
should we at least tell them what it is?
Shit. I call it Raider infused comedy. That's
Raider
what it
Infused
is.
Comedy.
Raider infused comedy. Y'all stay tuned and find out what it is. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know what I mean? There's enough on the hook for you to bite. So hey, we look forward to seeing you guys. Like I said, Friday night here on Dirty Raiders channel,
I
11
will.
p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern, and then the following night, Saturday, on my channel, Raiders Allegiance, same time. It's 11
I'm just
p.m.
gonna tell
Pacific.
you. Come with a sense of humor.
Yes.
Please come with a sense of humor.
Be ready to laugh.
Please understand that any and everything that you see over there is not how we truly feel.
No, it is. No,
Not all.
At
At least not for me.
We bring
All
the
right?
humor to everything. You know what I
For
mean?
me, it is not my
You
100%
lying.
humor.
You lying.
Everything is in comedy for me. Everything is in comedy for me.
Yes. We doing this shit. Pinocchio up here telling lies
Yeah,
and shit.
Every,
We're not gonna.
everything I do is pure comedy. It's pure fucking comedy.
He gonna tell you everything. We're politically correct.
No,
You know?
we're not. No, we're not.
We're
No,
politically correct.
we're not
We're not
politically,
stepping on any
we're not
toes.
politically correct at
We're
all.
gonna keep it all
Not
family
even,
oriented.
not even a little bit.
There's
And
no
that's
R
why I am
rating on our
telling you
comedy.
now.
That's a motherfucking lie. There's R rating, and we gonna crack you the fuck up. Come on,
Man.
come on. Shit.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, man. Yes, we are living, bro. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, we are
As
definitely
long as we
living
breathe,
over
we
here,
gotta
man.
laugh. You know what I mean? Oh, and
Hey, Raider
also,
Ben, appreciate you, fam, for real. Hey, but
Ben-
before we go, Raider Critique, man, let the people know where they can find you at, man, because it's dinner time for me.
Yeah, it's right here on YouTube, man. The Raider Critique. You can find me on Twitter at InGun421. You can also find me on Instagram at The Raider Critique, all lowercase letters. I think that matters. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, some of y'all have found me already. But those are basically it, man. That's where you can find me. And then you can also catch me on these lives. You guys are going to catch me tomorrow night if you show up over here to the Lunatic and Dirty Raider podcast for the Raiders Roundtable. One of the biggest Raiders Roundtables that you will ever see. You do not want to miss it. There is going to be a grip of us there.
yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
Loon,
And then,
let
of
'em
course,
know
if
where
you
they
want to
can
catch
find
me in
you.
the chat rooms, man, I'm fucking always in the chats
That's right.
talking shit.
Hey, you catch me Raiders Allegiance right here on YouTube, which you will want to, because tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, we are doing the Hall of Fame game roundtable with some of your favorite YouTube Raider content creators. We're going to get down with questions. The chat, we're welcome for questions and everything that you guys have for us. You can also catch me on Instagram, same title, Raiders Allegiance. Man, thank you guys for tuning out or tuning in and showing out. You know what I mean? And Dirty, thank you for inviting us on here. Shout out to Raider Critique. Hey, we does this. The nation is unlike no other. Unlike no other. Y'all know.
Hey, look, as I always say, man, I'm not going to insult your intelligence about where you can find me on YouTube. Obviously, you already here. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to insult your intelligence with that. But if you look for me on IG, I'm under dirty_Raider. You know what I mean? If you want to reach out to me with a message, whatever, I always tend to respond. You know what I mean? At some point in time, it may not be immediate, but I tend to respond to everything that comes into my box. You know what I mean? I greatly appreciate y'all as always, man. 50 billion things on YouTube. As I say, the fact that you allow us to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? Shout out to my panel and all who came through today. Shout out to my boy Sultan Mir for pulling up, Raider Cortez for pulling into the building and hanging out today. My boy Loon, appreciate you for being here. My boy Raider Critique, definitely appreciate you being here. Did I forget anybody tonight?
Nah,
No, I don't think so, right? Yeah, I don't think I forgot anybody tonight. Hey, look. As I always go out, I go out like this. No matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Yo, Raider Nation, YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out. Peace.
Throws end zone, intercepted by Crockett.